you out there listening. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, podcasts, and everybody watching around the world? Everybody watching in the building right next to us. Hopefully y'all are having a good day. We're about to have an awesome show. Yeah. I believe y'all are going to have an awesome day as well. Give me a mic check, Curt.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Check, check.
I'll give you a little bit of volume there.
Yes.
So we just started our streams. We got about 50 seconds left. And look at that. We got 50 seconds left, and we are going to be getting the show on the road. So today we have a very cool show. We have Bay Area Houston food lovers in studio. We have the founder, we have the creator, the brains behind Bay Area Houston food lovers. I'm interested to see how Facebook groups start. You know, Facebook groups are kind of taking over social media. It's a place for a community to come together and talk about or complain about or enjoy each other or get frustrated at one another. But it's really cool just to see. It's a different form of communication.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now, it's 8:34. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And it's a beautiful day. You know, it's not really wet right now, at least in Lamar, Texas. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, the rain is supposed to come, though. It's supposed to be wet for a little bit. So enjoy the dryness while you can, for sure.
I am. I did bring a windbreaker jacket that I always bring just in case it's going to rain because I don't like to get wet. Does anybody like to get wet? I'm sure, I remember being a kid and it's like, I'm going to go play in the rain.
Running through the rain. That's what we did when we were young.
Yep.
Today, no,
sir.
Keep me dry. I hate when my socks get wet.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst.
The worst part is when you're have to go the rest of the day with wet socks. It's nah.
Yeah, is there anything worse than that?
Ooh.
I'm sure there are, but right now, rain-wise, walking outside, if anything gets wet, it's okay, I can dry that off. But your socks, unless you carry a backup.
No, yeah, socks are because they never dry. I feel like once they're wet forever.
Yeah. Whenever I used to work outside at AT&T, I always carried a backup pair of socks. I always carried a pair of rubber boots, and I also always carried a backup pair of normal boots. So I had my normal boots, I had long socks, work socks, and then always be prepared because you never know what you're going to get into. You walk, it starts raining, hey, I'm working, if I can. You walk through almost like a ditch area. So I was always trying to be prepared because it only took one time for my socks to get destroyed. And I was like, nope, going to Walmart, rubber boots, and then extra socks. And I had a backup pair of boots. And I was like, I just need to keep these. Made sense.
Do you have the rain boots?
I did.
Because that was the thing when I first moved to Vermont. I never owned rain boots because it doesn't rain boots is not really a thing in Nebraska. But when I went to Vermont, everyone's like, no, there's mud season in Vermont. And so you need to have rain boots. And so I bought a pair and I think maybe I wore them once. But I'm like,
interesting.
Oh, you have to have rain boots. Mudding was one of the things that we did in Vermont.
In your truck?
Yeah, you would go mudding.
Okay.
And so there was mud season in the spring and everything was just muddy and wet.
Well, there you go.
I don't I'd rather be dry.
Well, if you took the bad boy, the Jeep Compass, Curt, you might get stuck.
Ooh, if I had the Jeep Compass when I was in Vermont, I wonder if I would have done it.
Maybe so. I don't think it has four-wheel drive. That's kind of a necessity if you're going what they call mudding. It's very important. Otherwise, you're going to be like, hey, I'm stucking. Just because you'd be stuck more than you are going in the mud.
Is there mudding in Texas? Do you go mudding?
Dude, people do that all the time.
When? It's never wet enough, is it?
Okay, I have a couple people's names that I can drop right now that I personally know, probably last night were mudding. It's just two at the top of my head. And both of these people.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just go and just mud?
I don't know. They have their sweet spots. You really just have to ask somebody. If you're watching on Facebook right now, if you're watching on YouTube, let us know. Is this something that people do in the rain still? I thought it was. It's not just a Vermont thing. I would say mudding is more of a Texas thing. You see all these lifted trucks. You see all these, diesels, F-250s, F-150s, Chevys, whatever it is. And then it's a thing that truck culture. Hey, my truck isn't going to get stuck, but yours is. I drive a this and it's better than that. So that's, I don't know.
Really?
I'm telling you, it is. You've never noticed any of that. I have a friend, and I'm going to give him a shout out, and he's one of the people I thought of. So it's David Carricker. You know David Carricker.
Oh, yeah.
We go to church together. He plays in the band, right? So he has an Instagram handle, and his Instagram name is My F-150 is better than yours. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Right now, it's 8:38 a.m. You're listening to KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. I want to say good morning to everybody watching on social media. Today, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about some food. We're going to have Jennifer Lopez Fuller in studio, the creator, the brains, the architect behind Bay Area Houston food lovers. I'm excited to talk food. Curt, is there anything better in the world to talk about on the radio than food?
No, and I think we talk about it's literally every day. That's why it says in the comment if you're watching on Facebook, food alert again, LOL, because it seems like every day we talk about food. We love connecting with local food organizations. Yesterday, we had some great food.
We did. We went to a couple places, had some just like random stop-ins, and we love doing that. There's a lot of feedback that we get from people that watch this, stream and listen to us over the air, and they say, you need to go check out this place. And it's, you know what? I need to go check out this place. And so we mark them down one in a row, and then we just go knock on the door and say, hey, can I order this? So we went to Southern Boy Cafe, which is in League City. We got to meet Chris, who is the owner. Very nice guy. There was some people in there eating. All their food looked delicious. We were talking about shrimp and grits. We were talking about some of the banana pudding that they make for dessert and a lot of the other stuff on the menu. It's like a Southern cafe. He used to own a food truck called Pounders that did hamburgers.
And now he's doing just kind of like shrimp and stuff. And it's really kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
Southern comfort food. It's amazing.
I love it. So they don't have that in Vermont.
There's no Southern comfort in Vermont for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. We're going to be testing the food next week. And I'm really pumped for us to kind of just get in there and see what Southern Boy Cafe has to offer. We've heard great things. Ricardo Daniels, who is one of our good friends and partner here at KHEA Radio, recommended it. And we're like, okay, we'll go and do it.
Yep. He's his neighbor. Right there. So if you're looking at Ricardo's office, Farmers Insurance right there, Southern Boy Cafe, bam, right there next to it.
How could you work next to a place like Southern Boy Cafe? Because all you would smell would be food. Like for us, we smell our office that's next door. That's not really the greatest smell in the world.
And that's why we never want to go in there.
We never go in there.
No.
But
somebody help us with that.
If it was food next door,
yeah.
Oh man, could you imagine sitting here having to do the show and all you would smell would be food?
That would be tough. At the same time, it would be nice. Imagine if there was like smoked brisket smell coming through. It would be hard, but I feel like we would smell so good. Or like if there was like chicken fried steak sizzling, some fried chicken just getting fried in the grease. We had Soul to Soul Cafe doing some fried baby back ribs.
Ooh,
you know what? I'm gonna make some phone calls.
We need to have like a food truck
office.
A food truck office.
It's a food truck office. It's a new idea, and we're paving the way for this. It's a food truck park inside of an office. It's pretty small, but I think we could work it out.
I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see like that. You'd have the grill. You could have the grill next there.
Yes.
The fryer that you just stick the food in. Then you have like a little desk area where you can do all the writing. You have a takeout window right here next to the station, so you could literally walk up to our office, order food, and then come back and sit down and have our show.
Oh man, that would be a dream come true, and also an extra like 50 pounds of just pure muscle coming true. Oh yeah, we eat right. We gotta eat and train, and we just get jacked, right?
Speaking of eating right and being difficult to eat right, last night I went to the Astros game, the Houston Astros game.
Hey, who won?
The Astros.
Astros won.
Who
pitched?
Verlander pitched.
My boy, keep going.
And it was a great out for the last out too. It was awesome. But one of the things that I noticed was when you go to the ballpark, when you go to Minute Maid Park, there isn't a healthy food choice inside the park anywhere. I looked. I walked around the entire concourse.
What do you mean, they got hot dogs?
Yeah, and that's the worst part. Was it was $1 hot dog night.
Man.
Let's stick like these like semi-cold hot dogs down your throat.
Those are delicious hot dogs. You better watch your mouth about those ballpark hot dogs.
I tried one last night after eating all this healthy food that we've been doing.
Yeah.
The worst, like just instantly, I'm like, nah, and I like just sat it down. I'm like, wow, that was a waste of like $12.
So they have that burger place, and I'm trying to think of it. It's close to center field. Okay. They have them in other places in the country, and they built one here. It's not like an In-N-Out. It's not I'm trying to think. They make these little burgers. I can't think of what it is.
White Castle?
It's not White Castle. It's delicious. I'm sorry. Sorry, White Castle. White Castle in Crystal. I used to live in Nashville, and that was tough for me. So if you know what I'm talking about, please, somebody help me remember. There's a burger place. They put it in maybe last season or this was the first season, but it's close to center field, and it's these little burgers. Whenever me and my wife go to New York, we eat there all the time. Oh, man. But it's not necessarily like a health thing, but it is hey, I'm here, and I just have to. I gotta do this type of thing.
So I was thinking yesterday we had Dr. Aaron Chopin, who we did our 21-day cleanse with.
Shout out to Doc Chop.
And the coolest part about like what he said yesterday was he said he had a guy who would go hunting, and when he would go hunting, like he didn't have an option to eat, and so he would go 5 hours or so, and he was like, well, it's better to go 5 hours without eating something than eating something bad. And so last night I felt awful after doing the caffeine and everything. It was it wasn't good.
Different beast. So I looked up the name. It's Shake Shack.
Ooh, yeah.
Have you ever had Shake Shack?
Shake Shack, yes.
You have?
Yes.
Where?
I believe there's like in Kansas, there's a couple restaurants.
Shake Shack is really good. So they have these burgers. You can get it with chicken, but they do little bitty ones, and then you have to get a couple. I mean, because they're small, and then you got to eat a couple burgers.
You got to get the sliders, right? Yeah, I hate appetizer sliders are the worst because you're like, no, just bring me out the 3-pound hamburger. I'll down it right there.
So they're called Shake Shack, and I've honestly never had a shake from there. My wife, she loves it, but I'm not really a dairy person, right?
Yeah.
And the only place where I have successfully had dairy and been okay for the most part is TJ Reed's. Isn't that awesome? There's a place here. They have their shakes and things that they do, but it comes out and it feels like it's velvet. It's so soft. So shout out to TJ Reed's for having good burgers and being an awesome local establishment right here in Dickinson, Texas. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now it's 8:45. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We're going to be talking to Jennifer from the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers Facebook group. She's going to be in studio. What time, Curt?
She's going to be in at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, and we get questions now, which I think is kind of neat. People are like, hey, I'm in the area. What place should I go check out to eat? And now I feel like we have some places because we've eaten a lot more places than we did, a year ago. I always say, you know what? Actually, someone asked me yesterday and I said, where are you? They said they're in Texas City. I said, go to 6th Street. Just drive up and down. They have a bunch of places right there on 6th Street.
People ask us all the time. They're like, hey, you're the one who knows. And I'm like, I don't know anything. Like, I just show up, people feed us, and then we go from there. So, like, that's all we do. But also, we got bases in Texas City.
Shout out to bases.
You got just other stuff as well.
Yeah, that is like a classic. Like, you got, the Taqueria in Texas City. I think that's close to 21st and Palmer. And then you have bases. You can drive through and get the burgers. I've thought about going in there and just seeing if we can do a video because I would love to see behind the scenes. I've never been inside bases because they don't have a sit down spot, so you have to drive through. So that would be interesting.
Bases would be fun.
That'd be fun to give a behind the scenes thing.
Bases was one of those places that when I first moved to Texas City, they're like, no, you got to go to bases.
And
so I went, and you get like the triple stack.
Sure.
With all the cheese,
of course,
and the fries.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it now.
I think that'd be a cool video because we could drive through, like for some of the recording, how we do like the giveaway part, like pulling up in a car, like, hey, what's up? This is KHEA Radio, driving up to bases. Don't you want to come to bases?
See, eventually, you're not even going to need me to do all of these things for you. You're just going to have it all mapped out, and you just need a camera guy, and you'll be like, no, this is what shot I want.
Director.
Get this. Yeah, you're directing it. You don't even need me anymore. Might as well just
I didn't want to say it.
Run off into the distance.
It's gonna be like the Marvel, the Infinity War movie where you're just like, Mr. Gardy, I don't feel so good, and then you just like fade away. You haven't seen the movie, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But I feel like everybody else in the world has, and you just kind of turn into pixels to really bad pixels and just fade into dust. And I'm like, Curt,
and then it's like Kickstart with Gardy.
No, okay. Whenever that day comes, I'm telling you, I'm changing to the Gardy Garcia show. Or the Gardy Party show.
Did you see my comment last night on one of the posts from Jennifer Fuller about she was coming on the radio and somebody posted that scene from Family Guy where he got on the thing and it was like, well, How do you feel? Do you spend time with your loved one? We're going to take it slow with Midnight Jams with Curt.
Yeah.
That no?
No.
You don't think we could have that on our show? Like,
I think
where we like take people's calls about what are they feeling like today, and then
No.
we answer their questions.
No, you know
Chat
what?
with Curt.
Chat with Curt. I feel like you give sometimes not the best advice, and
What?
whenever you have good advice, sometimes you don't follow it.
That is also true.
So I don't know. Can you imagine if that was your job? Like people came to you for advice, and it wasn't about food.
Yeah,
People came to you. It was like life advice.
Food, come to us. Life advice,
Maybe go to someone else.
Go to somebody else.
Yeah. But we try. We know a lot of people who know stuff, so we could point you in the right direction if you did need advice.
Yeah.
So
Chat with Curt.
this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. today. Let's talk a little bit about Pierogi Queen, because we stopped in Pierogi Queen, which just happens to be next to Bonnie's Donuts, who's one of our partners and sponsors of KHEA Radio.
Shout out to Bonnie's Donuts.
Yeah, shout out to Bonnie's Donuts. If you haven't been, if you think you haven't even had Bonnie's Donuts, you probably have, or you've probably seen them on the internet, because they do these letters that's like, instead of like a birthday cake, you can get something that says like happy birthday, and they can spell out anything you want. They decorate the donuts. Like actually yesterday, my son and one of the kids in his class, it was his birthday, and he came up to me, he was like, Daddy, I had donuts today and they tasted just like Bonnie's Donuts. And I said, how'd you know they were Bonnie's Donuts? He's like, well, I got the K, so he knew they were letters, and he said, and it was designed like a baseball. I said, are you serious? And he said, yeah. So I asked the kid, hey, are these Bonnie's Donuts? And they said, I don't know, what's Bonnie's Donuts? And he's like, these are Bonnie's Donuts. They're friends with my dad. And he knew, just because it's the letters.
The letters.
Yeah,
that's
some
awesome.
people don't even know. It's Bonnie's Donuts. So shout out to Bonnie's Donuts. So a couple down, there's a place called Pierogi Queen, and it was our first time to stop in. Last time we tried to go because people had told us like, hey, you need to go to this place. It was on a day they were closed. I think it's Monday. So we ended up making it in finally.
Yeah, and they're known for all their Polish food. They are one of the only Polish places in Houston, and in fact was voted into the top 100 restaurants in Houston.
How cool is that?
By the Houston Chronicle.
The Houston Chronicle. Dude, we need a Lamarck Chronicle. I'm going to start it right now. KHEA Radio. Well,
the Chronicles. The Chronicle.
Yeah.
Could you be just the Chronicle and not like, and then come back and take out the Houston Chronicle? Because we're
Chronicle.
the Chronicle.
Sure. Why not? I don't know. So we went into Pierogi Queen.
Okay.
And the owner was there. Actually, She wasn't there when we first. And so we were kind of, just talking and trying to get some food and stuff. And then she came in. And so we had the opportunity to meet her, which was awesome. And I actually had something that I've never had before. I was really trying to remember how to say it in its traditional Polish name. And I know I'm not. Should I do it? Should I even try?
Do it.
I don't know. Okay. Let me explain what it is first.
Okay.
So it's beet soup, the vegetable beets, made famous by Dwight Schrute on The Office. He's a beet farmer. That's where I have seen the most beets in my life, on The Office. I'm not necessarily like a person going to the store and be like, hey, let me get some beets. So it's beet soup.
Just raw beet.
Yeah, just a beet, but so it has that liquid. And then they have dumplings in there. Some of the dumplings had chicken, some of the dumplings had mushroom. So they asked me, well, do you want that with chicken or mushroom or mixed? And I said, well, why not both? I'm like that little girl in the meme that I always post everywhere. Why not both? So they gave me both. It came out, it was warm, and I took that bite and I did not know what to expect. It was actually really, really good. And I did not expect that. So it had a hint of beet flavor, but it wasn't like overpowered like with beets. It was good. And then the dumplings were really good. I'm a big fan of chicken, and I'm a big fan of mushrooms. So each of the dumplings were awesome, and I loved it.
It kind of had that look of beets as well, like the purplish.
It did.
Like
it's a purple red color. It's like that deep crimson red, and then you would move it, and it was almost like dark purple red, and I was just stirring it around. So it's hard to show like how pretty the color is on camera, and we tried. So then pierogies. So next time we go back, we're gonna be back soon. We're gonna try the pierogies because I don't think I've ever had one before. I was asking and like, what kind of pierogies do y'all have? They have dessert pierogies, and then they have all these different kinds. We did a video yesterday. If you've seen it, that's awesome. Go share it out so more people can learn about Pierogi Queen. And if you have not seen it, make sure that you take some time to go check out that video, and even better, just stop in and go hang out at Pierogi Queen. So something that I find interesting is Polish food in general. So like here in Texas, what would you say are the most popular foods? Like the most popular style of foods?
Burgers and tacos.
Burgers, tacos. I would
probably tacos higher than burgers. Like Mexican food, true Mexican food, like Tex-Mex and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be what this area would be defined as.
Yeah, Mexican food, Tex-Mex, you got, tacos. So I will say that's a genre. We'll call it just like, Mexican food, just to be fair. Then you have like your burgers and your specialty burger places and like even fast food. And that's like its own, kind of like an American style, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. And then you got your southern food. And then somewhere like smack dab in the middle of that, I have to say, is like barbecue, Texas barbecue, smoked meats, ribs, pork, pulled pork, and that. So those are, I would say, like the big dogs in the room whenever it comes to food. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Is there anything else? I'm sure there is. We have to be missing something. But those are the first ones that come to mind.
Yeah, because, like health foods and stuff like that, I feel like that's more like Portland and New York and California kind of thing.
Yeah, there's some awesome
Texas.
health food places here.
Great.
But, I mean, if you ask 10 people, hey, would you rather have this salad or would you rather have this, brisket sandwich?
Brisket sandwich.
So most people are going to say the brisket sandwich. I say that's more popular here.
Especially here in Texas.
So there's a lot of places like Natural Living that we have been going to that is doing like a healthy food, vegan cafe stuff. It's really cool. And then there's Pierogi Queen that we just learned about, which is Polish food. And I don't think I've ever had Polish food except for yesterday. And it's a soup. And I'll call it barush. Barush. I was trying to say.
You said it right.
No, you don't
I think
know.
That's close.
It's close enough.
That's close enough.
I said, am I saying it right? She's like, for an American. I said, I'll take it.
Take it.
I'll take it. So shout out to Pierogi Queen. I love trying different things. Like, why not venture out from what you're used to? Just go try something different.
I think the coolest part is we're going to take over that entire area, that shopping area, and just be like KHEA radio stomping grounds.
Well, there is an Al Garza Premier Martial Arts Studio.
See?
That's right there.
And then we were at the comic store. Then they had a cake shop. And then we also had, the Pierogi Queen, Bonnie's Donuts. I mean, there's a nail place there. Maybe we just take over that entire thing. This is like the KHEA Plaza.
KHEA Plaza. I like that. It'll prepare us for whenever we open our food truck office. Whenever we convert our office into a food truck little venue.
Who would like that? Who's watching right now on our Facebook Live that would love to see our food truck office?
Me, you, and that's enough. I feel like those are the votes that count.
Next Thursday, volunteers, come help us build our food truck office.
Yeah. We got to clear out some stuff first.
They can help clear out.
Oh, yeah. We'd appreciate that. So we can start building the office.
Food truck office.
It's 8:56. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Stay tuned because we're going to have Jennifer from Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. It's a Facebook group. If you're not in that group, if you're not a participant in that group, go check it out because that's where we also find a lot of really good places to go eat. It's a place where you are encouraged to post pictures of your food. I'm tired of people telling me like, hey, stop posting pictures of your food, Gardy. But in the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers group, people are like, post away.
They loved it. I haven't
more.
seen you post so much in my life. And that's the place that you're just like constantly.
I'm in there. I'm in deep. I'm in too deep now. And I can't stop posting pictures of food. I'm sorry. I'm guilty. We're going to take a break. It's 8:57. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. If you're watching on Facebook, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, we love you guys. This is 99.5 FM KHEA.
Kelly says, I'll bring the pineapple. Please bring the pineapple.
Oh, yeah. Curt is a fan of pineapple. I'll bring some beets from Pierogi Queen. I'll go ahead and have the pineapple delivered here.
Could you do wasn't that car wash like beet pineapple?
No, that was my drink. It was called it had a cool name. It was called like a bloody pineapple or something weird like that.
And it was beets
but it was
and
good.
pineapple.
It was beets and pineapple juice, and that was from Nocturne.
Ooh, shout out to Nocturne.
Kind of like in Clear
We
Lake.
just need, you know what we need here? We need an intern that every time we say somebody's name, like they're constantly like, this name was used, and like saying it online, like typing it in, and then like calling them up. Hey, we just used your name on the radio. Jump on.
Just so you know.
But I feel like whenever we do bring like those names up, like automatically they jump in no matter what.
Sometimes it's Facebook tattletelling on us. We do need some help around here if anybody wants to intern. You know, I noticed yesterday it was at it was Pierogi Queen, because I was looking at their social media page and I saw that they had listings for jobs, like they were hiring. And I was like, man, we should do that, because there's all kinds of colleges around here, all kind of colleges, and it would be awesome if we could help give some like internship credit, or there has to be something we can do. College of the Mainland.
Could we,
Alvin?
Can we sign off on internships? Like, would they find us credible enough as a radio station?
I have a master's
degree.
And
I.
Yeah, we're both like degreed, and like I have a master's degree in technical communication. Yeah, so it's like technically I'm allowed to like teach college if
they watch our show one time and they're like, yeah, I don't know if this internship counts.
Yeah, they have interns everywhere. But I mean, we are who we are. Technically, we're qualified. Me and you as individuals
trying to qualify.
Technically,
we try.
Yeah, no, we are. So, I can't wait till our station gets big enough. If we get an intern,
we could have a bigger taco pinata.
I want a bigger taco pinata. Good morning, Glenda. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What are y'all up to today? We're talking food. I bet y'all are shocked.
There's every time somebody says something, like for the first person that says something, there's like little chat icons that pop up now. So I just said more, please. Someone new. Say something that hasn't said anything yet, so I can see if it works. If you say something and then
everybody's playing the quiet game.
What do we need to ask Jennifer? What are some of the? Oh, did you see Pizza Fire change their name?
To what?
They're no longer Pizza Fire.
What is it? I saw he posted something. But I thought it was for Coco.
No,
for Pizza Fire. Oh, because they're serving pasta
Italian food, so they changed
subs?
Changed the name of it too.
Can we have the old sign?
Oh, can we get the old?
Because we could be. If you've ever seen our studios before, we do have a sign outside. It's a very humble sign, but it's a very nice sign, and we try and take care of it. But it would be really cool if we had a sign out there, and it doesn't matter what it says, even if it says Pizza Fire.
We are sitting down with Manish next week.
Sweet. I saw he had texted.
We're doing lunch with them next Tuesday.
I think we're having pizza.
We are.
Or subs.
No,
or
we're
pasta.
going to Coco Crepes.
Oh, we're having crepes.
Yeah, we're going to Coco Crepes.
But they're connected, and he owns both.
Yeah, he said meet us at Coco Crepes next week.
I'm going to be like, where is he? Where is he? I'm going to be like in the pizza line. I didn't see you. I'm coming over, and they have the keto pizza. I'm going to try it.
Next Tuesday is going to be fun because we have Dr. Aaron Chapa in studio at 8:30. And we have the mayor of Leak City in at 10.
Amen.
And then we're meeting with Coco Crepes. And then we're also filming with Southern Boy.
That's next Tuesday or Thursday?
That's next Tuesday.
You know, it's a blast doing what we do. I think we're very fortunate. We weaseled our way into this. And it's a lot of fun connecting with like you guys watching. So thank you for hanging out with us. And it's a lot of fun connecting with local businesses. And then just like letting people know about cool things that are going on in the community. So yesterday we also had a meeting with the city of Texas City where we are now partnering with them in events that they do. So it's actually pretty cool. It's actually really cool. And we're talking to the city of Lamarck. So if anybody has any...
Ooh, if we could get Bayou Fest.
We're trying to make sure that we are partnering with everything that goes on here in one way or another. We're also, and Curt told me I'm not allowed to say this, we're also trying to give away a car. So does anybody know anybody? We want to give away a car. We do a lot of giveaways, but we were trying to think what's the biggest thing that we could give away. And I'm not going to talk about this too much, but we're trying to think of ways that we can give away a car. So we're going to be brainstorming about that.
That might be the most epic thing that we've ever done.
I think so.
Hold on, I got a word for it. Just posted it.
Wow. The word that Curt came up with is epic. He just said that. He just said that.
It was one of the tags. You can put the word epic. I love this new feature on Facebook. I love how Facebook upgrades and add stuff.
Ooh, so Kelly said, Little Bella Mia Casual Italian Kitchen. What city is that in? That sounds awesome.
Man.
Good morning, Joe. We're trying to give away a car.
We are. We're going to give away a car.
That's the plan. We were trying to think we love doing giveaways. What's the biggest thing we can do? Let's see if we can give away a car. That's our goal for within a year. If we can make that happen, that would be really cool just to be able to do that and bless someone in the community. But yeah, yesterday we went to Pierogi Queen and that was really cool. I had never been before. And this was as far as I know, I think the first Polish food that I've had.
You've never had a Polish like a hot dog, Polish sausage?
No, I don't think so. I had barbacoa tacos instead. That's just we were talking about that. Growing up, it was always about
Oh yeah, that's what Kelly said. That's what Pizza Fire is now.
Oh, Little Bella Mia Casual Italian Kitchen.
That's
bam. What well, I like it. So we're gonna talk to Manish. Hopefully, we can have the old Pizza Fire sign that's outside. We want to get it wired in over the studio, just because.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we have some electricity. There's enough room, I think.
Ooh, Galveston Tourism giveaway
Joe,
cruise.
You are full of great ideas, Joe. How cool would a cruise be?
Cruise ship. I've never been on a cruise ship.
I've never been on a cruise either.
Could we give away a cruise and then also to do the video, to do the giveaway video? We have to be on the cruise?
No, I don't want it to be like that. I'd rather give it away. But I understand what you're saying. I would.
We have to shoot video somehow.
Well, here's what we would do. We would shoot video
on the cruise.
No, not on the cruise. We could just get on the boat and kind of show all the amenities and features that they have.
No, I need to go on the cruise.
Yeah. I don't know if we had proper internet, we could technically do the show from the cruise, but everybody would be mad at us even more. Sometimes my friends text me and they're like, we hate you. Whenever they saw this, the Street Fighter video that we did with Al Garza Premier out there, we hate you. Your job was way better than ours. I was like, no, it's not.
Our job is pretty
different.
Legit.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love
it's
doing what we do.
Hey, I got a word for it. You ready?
Don't say it. Are you going to type it out?
It's epic.
It is epic. You shoot on the boat and do the show from the cruise.
Ooh, for the winner. We shoot on the boat, then we join the winner on the cruise. Hey, come on a cruise with KHEA Radio.
I feel like that would make people be like, nah, we don't want to go with these guys.
Nah,
we'd rather go with someone else.
But all the skydive people yesterday, I don't know if you saw the comment. She was like, I gotta go skydiving. I want to go skydiving with the guys. The guys is what makes it fun. We do have Galveston Tourism coming in next week.
Oh yeah, so the
best of the best.
We've been talking to best of the best. We've been asking the tough questions. We've been wanting to know, why is there not a best radio station
category? That's hands down. That should be the first category that they have.
I feel like it should be, but it's not even on there. So what we suggested, and what a lot of feedback that people were actually doing this, we said just go into news and entertainment and vote in KHEA Radio for every category.
Every category.
That's it. It doesn't matter which one. And I think they'll get the message. Well, apparently they got the message because they finally returned our phone call. They finally said, you know what? We're tired of people writing y'all in. We're going to come on the show and set the record straight.
So they're coming in next Thursday, the 13th at 9 a.m.
I'm excited.
And I told her, I said, hey, be ready. Our fans don't like you. They're not real. Our Facebook family is not fans of you.
They're a little upset.
They're mad. And plus, you kind of have the same name as one of our very good friends, Chef Mary Bass, since you're Mary Beth Bassett.
Mary Beth Bassett.
And so just be ready.
Chef Mary Bassett.
Our fans are not going to be pleased. So just be ready for this. So she's coming in for an entire hour, and we're going to get our name in a category for best radio.
And we don't even necessarily need our name in a category, but even if we were awarded an honorary, we don't even want a plaque. We just, and it doesn't even have to say like best of the best. It just has to say like, even like a piece of paper, if she writes down like, you're a radio station, and then just handed it to us, we'd be like, oh, we're so honored for this award. And I would take it.
We would put it probably right next to the microphone. You know, I want to get to the point where we have like, where Scott's like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to add shelving. I have to remove some stuff in this room because we're going to have so many trophies
from the certificates,
so many awards.
Not even a trophy, not
the
even
best of certificates.
We're going to have the best certificates that we like make ourselves. We're like, you don't even have to make yourself. Just please allow us, give us permission to type it out. And we're like, can we say this? They're like, fine, okay. And then we print out a certificate, put it in like a frame.
She signs it. She's like,
just
walks out of here at 10 o'clock.
Hey, we should
do
that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make her certificate, and it's gonna say best of the best radio station. And then we like, all we need is your signature here to make it official, and then we just get her to sign it somehow.
Yes, I love this idea.
But what we'll also do is kind of say, hey, this is just a clearance for you to be on the radio with us and for us to put your image on Facebook.
Oh,
and then
she doesn't even know
so
she
doesn't
signed
even
it.
know. And we all have to do is sign here, and then she's like, boop, boop, boop. And we're like, boop, boom, boop, gotcha. And we put it on the wall. So earlier, we were talking about how we went to Pierogi Queen yesterday. We also went to Southern Boy, had a meeting, but we didn't get a chance to eat. We actually stopped in because we were going to Ricardo Daniels, who is one of our friends and partners here at the radio station. So Southern Boy is right next door.
Yeah.
And we've heard a lot of good things. We stopped in, said, is the owner here? He's in the back cooking it up. So after we were done there, we had to hightail it over to Leak City to Pierogi Queen, where we were able to eat some beet soup. And I'm not going to try and say the traditional name again.
Try it one more time.
No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to say that for later when I'm talking to Jennifer from the Bay Area.
You can say menudo. So
menudo's different. Hey, y'all listen to this.
Brisket mac and cheese sandwich, and it's located at the Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
I've been to the Texas Pit Stop. I actually grew up right down the street. I can walk to there from my childhood home.
They also have a location on the seawall in Galveston.
I think I've seen that. I have seen that right there on the seawall.
They have smoked brisket and even dry bones.
Dry bones. They have smoked chicken, smoked turkey, chicken fried steak. They have trophies lining the wall. Bunch of trophies.
Chicken fried. Texas Pit Stop Barbecue is a proud partner of Kickstart and KHEA Radio.
We had a lot of fun making that spot.
Ooh.
We were getting creative with it.
Casper?
Have you ever heard of the Casper?
No. What is it?
What is the Casper? Please tell me more. I'm intrigued. I want to see if I'm still waiting for the Texas Pit Stop to have Gardy smoked chicken pot pie, and I'm pushing hard for that one. I don't even care. Even if they had the Gardy chicken, just give me something.
The Gardy chicken.
That's what you were saying. You're like, because Gardy's chicken.
Because Gardy is chicken. I was trying to come up with something funny for that.
So get some of the Southern Boy pickles. They are homemade. You know, yeah, we're definitely going to ask for those. I think when we're going to go back and have some shrimp and grits, and we're going to have
shrimp and grits.
I think he said chicken fried chicken. We're going to do banana pudding. Also, I had pickles at Pierogi Queen, and they're Polish pickles. And I had to ask because it does not taste like a traditional pickle, but it was really good. What they do is they use salt and water to pickle it. So traditionally, when I think of a pickle, it's pickled with vinegar. Like even jalapenos, I think you pickle them with vinegar. I don't know. I love pickled jalapenos. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like for a pickled jalapeno?
No, I guess what's a pickle?
They will be softer. Sometimes they sell them canned, but I don't know. They're good. But I had a Polish pickle for the first time, and it was good with my beet soup. Barosh.
There you go again.
Barosh. I know I'm saying it wrong.
You're rolling the R like the Mexican R.
Barosh. But it's not a Mexican,
Barosh.
a Spanish R.
It's Barosh.
It's a Polish R. I assume Barosh.
Barosh.
And then I think they said that people from Germany say Birosh.
I think you're doing it perfect. I think
I don't know.
Your accent is spot
You're
on.
just saying that, Kurt. I can't speak Polish. Come on. Now you're just making me blush. She's just saying that. So we're talking a little bit about Pierogi Queen and Southern Boy because that's where we went yesterday.
We had some fun time there for sure, and we can't wait till we get to do some more stuff. think, should we tell them that we're doing some giveaway videos with them?
I don't think they would believe it if we decided to give something away.
No. Giveaways?
Can y'all believe that we would try and do a giveaway? So we have a giveaway that just ended.
We did with Skydive Galveston. That was fun to give that away yesterday. And
Yes.
so we're going to be giving away, I think, a couple of things coming up. We have a lot to do. Giveaway videos where we're trying to do food, just giveaway. And Josh Varner says
Borscht. I like that. Thank you, Josh. I told you I was barosht. I was like borscht. I love that. Being able to see it, that helps phonetically, like breaking it down. Borscht. So yeah, we have a giveaway.
What your pronunciation of that was?
Barosht. What? Don't say it. There he goes. Curt, tell me about the giveaway video that we have dropping. Hopefully today.
Today we are dropping a giveaway video for Bonnie's Donuts in League City.
Hey, you even said it right.
I know. It's
you said
two S's.
Plural on Bonnie's, and then you made donuts plural as well.
Bonnie's Donuts is dropping today. Make sure that you stand by for that. We're giving away 4, not just 2 like we usually do. We're giving away 4 $25 gift cards to Bonnie's Donuts in League City. And that is, wow, I saw that. And that means 4 winners.
Thank you, Josh. That made me crack up. That's hilarious. I've never been given such a compliment before. That's a compliment, right?
We can't say that on our radio station.
Oh, man. I guess we could. But so whenever we went to Bonnie's and we said, hey, we love what y'all do. Y'all are awesome. Y'all give back to the community. Is there any way y'all would want to give back to the community through us? Like, let's do a giveaway video. They said, of course. What do y'all want to give away? What's up, Russ? What do y'all want to give away? And we said, they said, what do we do? We'll do anything. Y'all tell us. And so we're like, man, we don't know. We've never had, we have had people say like, what do we give away? But we don't want people to give away too much just because we want to be, I don't know, fair to the business. So they're like, just tell us. We'll give away like $100 gift card. And we're like, oh my gosh, that would be the biggest one that we've done like gift card wise. And so what we decided to do was to do 4 $25 gift cards that we're giving away to Bonnie's Donuts in League City. They're located at 2407. That's 2407 West Main Street in League City. And you'll see it. Bam, donuts. Go get you some.
Go get some donuts.
Tell them that Gardy sent you. They'll know what it means.
Jennifer, who is our guest during the 10 o'clock hour, has ever been to Bonnie's Donut.
I'm going to take a guess and say yes.
They do like fancy like donuts. They do, what else? They have the 5-pound cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
You literally can call up and say, you know what I really want? I want a 5-pound cinnamon roll. And it's huge. We had 6 5-pound cinnamon rolls in our studio, and it was awesome.
Curt was using them to work out with, like, and take a bite. So he was like doing sit-ups and like had one in his hand and take a bite. You do sit-ups and he's like, this counts as working out, right? Bye, Russ.
Russ is one of our listeners who just decided to swing by our studio and say hi.
I love it.
I love when people come by and just say hi to us.
Yeah, someone come by and say hi.
The
and
donuts there are amazing, like at Bonnie's Donuts.
Yeah.
Josh said I got the birthday donuts for my 4-year-old's birthday.
That's cool. How do they decorate them? Because they will literally do anything. Like my son had some yesterday. One of the kids in his class had a birthday. And so they had brought some of the Bonnie's Donuts with the letters and they decorated them with baseball.
I think it's the only donut shop in the area that does that. Because somebody said, well, I went all the way to like the other side of Houston to get the donuts. And if I would have known about Bonnie's Donuts, I would have gone to Bonnie's Donuts instead.
Yeah. Shout out to them. We love them. They're very, very nice and kind people, and they do a bunch of cool things. So I guess we're going to reach out. I just looked at my computer and realized that I had Googled Galveston tourism because we're trying to think of the biggest thing that we can give away.
Car!
And the first thing that came to mind was a car.
I want to give away a car. I think people should be blessed with vehicles that, you know, they pay 30, 40, 50 bucks for. That'd be awesome.
Yep. So we're about to do some weather. It's been kind of rainy, so Curt's going to give us an in-depth weather report. He is not a real weatherman. He didn't go to school for this.
I did. But I did.
For weather?
Yeah.
You're a meteorologist.
I was the college weatherman.
You're a meteorologist.
On the TV station.
Are you a meteorologist?
Yeah. I was a college weatherman.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
This is the KHEA Kickstart Weather Center, brought to you by Texas Chronicles, history, mystery, and adventure with Curtsy, probably full of pierogies, the Casper.
It's currently 82 degrees right now in our area. There is scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. The high is 87 degrees, winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The chance of rain throughout the day is 60%. Tomorrow, 87 and dry. Friday, 85 and thunderstorms. And that's a look at your weather here in our area for the next couple of days.
Thank you for that very in-depth analysis of the weather,
I
Mr.
even got the
Casper.
wind in that time.
Wow. And you did it perfectly on time. You
Yesterday
ended right
went
at the end.
Yesterday was a
Boom.
little long.
Yeah,
But there's a lot to cover. You know, when you have flash flooding warnings that
That's
could
true.
be potentially happening. We are keeping an eye on the storm, the tropical storm in the Gulf Coast, right? Like the Gulf of Mexico right now that could potentially come to our area this weekend.
Sends it
So
away.
just hopefully praying that it doesn't come our way and that we get a little rain, but we don't get a downpour of it. So that's kind of the hope and the goal.
I agree. Hey, we're also, KHEA Radio is the official emergency alert for our area. So if you didn't know that, you can always tune in to 99.5 FM or go to khearadio.com, because if there is ever any information that anybody needs to tell you, this is where they're coming to. We've worked that out with some of the local authorities in the area. And also we have a EAS alert, which will kind of take over if needed and use us as a broadcast for information for, hey, take this road, don't do that, or like there's something coming. So always have your have us locked into your car. Like, we joke about this, but start us out at like number 4, the number 4 setting.
All we need is number 4.
But give us some time, and guess what? We're going to move up to number 1 eventually, because that's what always happens. We have the track record to prove it. Right now it's 9:20. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're going to be talking to Jennifer, who is the founder, the leader, the person who is the mastermind behind Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. She's going to be in studio at 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, so if you haven't done so already, make sure that you like, share, and comment this video. If you aren't liking KHEA Radio on Facebook, just go ahead and give us a Facebook like so that we can continue to partner with you. Like we've said, we love giving away things here on the radio. We love going and looking at different places, connecting with the community. And so, like, we've been looking at, hey, can we possibly like head over to the Honda of Clear Lake and give away a vehicle? Honda of Clear Lake, give us a vehicle so we can give it away.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to Ashley Gillespie, who's from the Children's Oasis Foundation, which we're going to be there
Next Monday.
On Monday. That's the start of their school year. So it is for a special school for kids who are on the autism spectrum, and it's a specialized curriculum for them. And it's a good thing. You know, we don't really have anything like that in our area, and this will be a first. So their first day is going to be next Monday. I believe that's the 10th. Me and Curt, we're scheduled to go out there. We want to get some behind the scenes stuff, talk to Ashley and to Cody, and just show kind of the cool things that they have going on. And they still need some help as well. So make sure to look them up. So Ashley, shout out to you also for commenting and saying that we are her number 4 in the car. So I'm excited about that. We're saved at number 4.
Listen, Ashley, you were a guest on our show and we're only 4.
Maybe she's been a guest on 1 through 3 too. I don't
That
know. Let's
also
be
is-
fair.
That could be true.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll give you 6 more months, Ashley.
Give us 6 months.
6 months, and we'll be number 1, not only on your dial, but also in your heart.
Where it counts. You know what? Even better, whenever we come and see you on Monday, just give us the keys to your car, and then and we'll fix it for you. We'll be number 1 by Monday, and then we're like, here you go. You got it knocked out.
Do you ever do that? Jump in people's car and change their radio programs?
Not yet, but the look on your face, like you're kind of grinding your teeth over there. Have you done that before?
I do it all the time.
That's
I
hilarious.
jump in people's car and I change the dial to 99.5 and then I save it as program 1. And then I get a text or like a Snapchat later and they're like, what did you do? I'm like, I just made your car better.
So Ashley said, thanks for the shout out. She'll move us to number 1, but I think it's only because she didn't want us to take the keys to her car on Monday.
Yeah, once we get your keys, you're not getting them back.
What about Cody? Does Cody have us a number 4? If not, on Monday, we'll at least be number 4, number 1. We'll say, hey, Cody, can we go? We'll wash your car. Just like, yeah, we're just gonna wash your car real quick. I just want to do something nice, and then bam, number 1.
Ooh.
Easy.
You know what? What about best of the best? Chef Mary Bassett. Chef Mary Bassett. Are we going to be number one on her dial when she
No.
leaves here?
I don't even know what you're talking
She
about.
better.
Curt-
She might be worried.
Kurt's talking about a guest that we have in next week. So let's talk a little bit about what we have going on. Is that next week? We're going to have best of the best.
Best of the best. Galveston.
It's a Galveston thing that they have going on. Chef Mary Bass has won like best chef and best caterer in the past and a bunch of cool stuff. And so then we found out that our contact is named Mary Beth Bassett. It kind of threw us off and we're very immature. So it was kind of like, oh, that's interesting. So she's going to be in studio talking about best of the best Galveston next week. That's a little teaser for you.
And how come they don't have a radio category?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
By the time we're done with her on next Thursday, there will be a category.
We'll see.
Like, guys, stop bombarding me.
Yeah.
Stop texting me. Stop blowing up my phone. Stop having people write in. You're the best restaurant in Galveston because you're not even a restaurant.
No, y'all keep writing that in. Just search best of the best Galveston and write us in for everything under news and media. That's what we kind of encourage people to do. And then there were people that said like, were y'all joking? Because I really did that. But thank you, because y'all are awesome. Bunch of faithful people who like to help us out. But we love to help the community out just as much. Right now it's 9:24. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We're going to be on till 11 a.m. During the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to have a guest in studio, Jennifer from the Bay Area Houston Food Group. It's a place where you are encouraged to post pictures of your food. It's a place where you're encouraged to talk about all of the carbs that you ate.
I love your posts when they're like, hey, look what I'm having for dinner. And then you're like, ooh, look at my avocado. You're like, look, it's an avocado. And I'm like, really? Like hamburger with cheese drooling on the side of it. And then Gardy's like, oh, look, an avocado.
Yes. I'm not even sure. Did I post that in there?
Thanks.
What are you talking about right now?
No, I think it was just one of your salads. I was trying to come up with something funny.
Oh.
Like when that kid got gifted the avocado and he's like, it's an avocado.
Kurt has inside jokes with himself that he like tells on the air and thinks people are following.
They all knew.
It's 9:25. We're going to take a break because I don't know where to go from there. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
Russ said, you're number one. Another random radio station is 2. Another even randomer radio station is 3. And then it's raining.
I love those guys. I love all those radio stations.
Should we call them? I want to call. Can we call one of those stations and ask if they're refrigerator?
Call. Don't do that. Call and ask them if they'll follow us on Instagram.
Ooh.
That I'm tired of. Not that I'm tired. Just be like, hey, just want to let you know if you'll follow us on Instagram.
Don't shout. I'm gonna do it.
Do it. I don't care. We do have an Instagram. I posted a picture from us in Empire. I think it's called Empire Central, which is close to Pierogi Queen. We stopped in over there because we were just wanted to. They had a bunch of Star Wars stuff. It was a comic book shop. What was that?
Thank you for calling KSCJ Mission Radio. How can I help you?
Yes, my name is Curt Casper. I'm with a radio station called KHEA Radio, and we're in Lamarck, Texas, and we love KSBJ. And we just want to see if we could get a shout out and get our you guys to follow our Instagram.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I didn't touch it, just in case.
Oh, that's
Their live station
that's
is
their
on
stream.
their phone.
Hey, I wished his name's Carter in the mornings. I wished Carter a happy birthday.
Oh, maybe this is Carter. This is kind of awkward.
Are they going to put you through on the air?
That would be hilarious. Hey, we're KHEA
Hey, I like
Radio.
that song. Play it.
This is as loud as I got. Like, that's the max on my phone.
So Kurt's on the phone with KSBJ. Kurt's on. He's on hold with KSBJ.
We just want our Instagram. You don't even have to like us on. Oh, should we go Facebook like? What would it?
No,
should we
I don't
start
want a Facebook like. They can't. That's a good song, though. I have to say.
Yes, I am.
We play that at church. Hey, what's up, Chris? We were talking about you earlier, and we're gonna be talking about you more because we got
Oh,
Jennifer and we're talking about food.
I wonder how long we're gonna be on. The
Yeah, Kurt's on hold. We're on hold. He's on the phone with KSBJ. He wanted to see if they'll follow us on Instagram. That's it.
We just want like a follow. We want a like back.
It's all good. I don't want to like. I just
shouted
want to
them
follow.
out yesterday. We said, hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Carter. That's their morning guy.
Is it his birthday yesterday or today?
think yesterday. You're asking too many questions. What's everybody up to on Facebook? What are you guys up to? We got a bunch of cool stuff going on. So we have some giveaways that are scheduled. I'm excited to do that. We've been having a blast lately. We need to figure out how we can get more people a part of our radio station, whether it's interns, whether we slowly hire employees, whether we have people that want to help us edit, whether there's people that want to...
we need cameramen.
Yeah, people who want to help give back to the community, because that's really what we're about.
If Logan is watching, who helped us on Monday with that shoot, we'd love to hear from you.
Oh, that would be cool.
We could have Logan as our intern.
Yeah.
He could just go with you and follow you around and do all this
just
stuff.
everywhere.
Everywhere you're going.
This is my Logan. When I think of Logan, I think of Wolverine. It's a cool name.
This is my Logan. Did you just say that? Like you introduced him? This is my Logan.
Yes. My name is Gardy. This is my Logan. He's a very nice young man, very helpful, great cameraman.
I don't know if they're going to answer. Should we hang up?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, let's call someone else.
Who should we call? Let's call someone's boss.
Hey, who can we... we like to do that. We like calling... if anybody wants to call us, you can do that right now. Our number is 346-704-1806. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. 346-704-1806. You can call or text that number. It actually goes to my phone. It goes to Kurt's phone. I've had people call it and I answer, they're like, can I speak to Kurt? Because I think they think that's your number. And so here's what I do.
My personal phone number, unless... Oh, wait.
Oh, gosh.
I try not to give out my number.
And so when they ask for Kurt, like if he's standing right beside me, I'm like, yes, okay, please hold. Let me transfer you. And then I like just set the phone down and I kind of scratch it against the table. And then I hand it to Kurt. And then they think we have like a fancy office or something. But Scott Pearson, one of the people on staff who is like makes this place run in general, he showed me a way. He was like, oh, you can just like push that call over. So Kurt mentioned me in a comment on social media, but I'm not going to go see
time.
it.
Who wants a fried chicken on me? Southern Boy Cafe.
What? Southern Boy's doing a giveaway.
Friends in this post, and so I tagged you.
Awesome. Yeah, go check out Southern Boy. That's Chris is the owner. He is the main chef at Southern Boy. We popped in. It was hopping in there. Checked out the menu. We actually just stopped in because we were going to meet at Ricardo Daniels' office. He's a farmer's insurance agent right next door. And Chris was very nice. We just said, hey, is the owner there? And he was back there putting in work. He used to own a food truck called Pounders, and they did hamburgers. And so right now that he moved to the brick and mortar, I'd be interested to talk to Chris more just on exact
brick and mortar. What does that mean?
That's what they call it whenever you are in like an actual restaurant, like you have actual spot, brick and mortar. You're like, it's a restaurant, like a building, a location that's non-movable. Now, if you were mobile, you're a food truck. So there's Chris. He's watching right now. So,
Chris, should we give away a car? We're just trying to get people spots. Like, would a car be something good?
Cryo. Donna, what's up, Donna? She was watching the other day, right? Or she was listening whenever she was getting her nails done. What was the name of that nail place?
Envy Spa or something like that?
I don't know, but we're gonna go back. We're gonna go get our nails done, of course, and then give away a nail thing. We need to make a call. Call them.
Look at this place right
What was the name of that place?
Envy Spa. Look at that. That's from
What?
Southern Boy.
This is from Southern Boy?
That's from Southern Boy.
Look at those chips.
Oh.
Okay, Chris, you got to explain what I'm looking at here. Look at that sauce on top. It's hard to show this, man. So whenever we upgrade and update our system, okay, it's called Nail Expo. Kurt, let's call Nail Expo.
Why did I think Envy?
I don't know.
Donna, who's your boss? Why don't you give us your boss's number and we'll call and get you a raise?
Yeah, we'll say Donna deserves a raise. But she said we need to try cryotherapy, which we do.
Somebody said that yesterday.
Yeah, someone texted us yesterday and said
our winner of the skydive trip, Libby.
Oh, okay.
Libby was the one who recommended that and said you should go try cryo, and she's the one who won the giveaway video.
Cool. Yeah,
there's a lot of nail expos apparently.
I would love. Yeah, let's do some giveaway stuff with everybody. I want to give away some fingernails.
Like what? You mean like getting your fingernails done?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Giving away fingernails done.
All I think about is like the little clippings. Like here, have some free fingernails.
I don't know. Kurt, give him a call. So we got a number 409-986-2117. See if we can go hang out with them. We want to get
986.
So Donna said, I guess Kyle Jones, is that your
Give us
your manager at the one.
Drop
in
the
cryo.
number and we'll call and get you a raise. Drop the number. Drop the number.
Okay, so he's calling Nails Expo. We're trying to see if we can give away. It would be cool to give away like a pedicure or something. Plus, Kirk could use one.
Have you seen?
That's a manicure.
Oh, I need a manicure too. Look at the hangnail.
I cut my nails really short, probably shorter than I should, but I like them that way. But
They didn't answer.
all right, we'll just have to stop in later. But shout out to everybody watching, hanging out with us, and for giving us suggestions. We love talking about this stuff. So we were talking about food. We're talking about Southern Boy. So brick and mortar means you're in a location that doesn't move. So you have a building or a spot or a location where you serve, and then in the food truck industry, you're mobile, so you can go wherever if the truck drives, or if you're in a trailer and you hook it up and you're able to move it. So that is the difference between the brick and mortar and like a food truck. You got that? Yeah. So that's up with that. That's what's up with that. So Southern Boy is founded by Chris. He's the owner and the chef, and then he used to be have a food truck called Pounders. And so we had told him, we're just talking about stuff. And so I guess he was featured with Joe Perez, or he had done some stuff with Texas Chronicles. And he knows Joe, which is cool because we love Joe and we love Texas Chronicles.
He dropped a new video today. Joe Perez did Texas Chronicles.
Y'all go watch that. We'll share it later for sure. Gil Huey's in San Leon, I believe. So what they do is they take oysters and they put them like fire grill them or something. I don't know. It looks awesome. Oh, that's a good point. Where it says valet, we could tell people to come in where it says valet.
Yes, valet parking. We do not offer valet parking though.
We should have like Josh go valet him. But she could park under. I mean, is her knee okay? We're talking to Jennifer from Bay Area, Houston.
I thought she was off crutches by.
She is, but I don't know. I mean, if you're off crutches, are you still able to walk
in the handicap parking spot?
Okay. So we're going to be talking to the Bay Area Houston food lovers Facebook group.
Ooh, we got a phone number.
Starter, the owner, the mastermind, Jennifer Lopez Fuller, all things food. You got to go through Jennifer. If you want to talk about food, know where to go, there's one person you go through. Her name's Jennifer. Kurt's wheeling around. What are you doing, man? Hey, don't move that.
I'm at 1%.
Well, you should have charged your phone last night.
I forgot, but I have a phone number for Kyle Jones. Can you call it? You're good. Here.
Kurt's just a little disrespectful, guys. I have to apologize for how rude he is being right now.
Please.
What?
Can I borrow your charger, please?
I think Jennifer needs help getting in. You could do that.
Again?
Well, I don't know. She just joined on the live stream. So shout out to Jennifer. She's about to be coming in. Kurt's acting all crazy. How do you have 1% battery?
Because I didn't charge my phone last night.
Why did you not charge your phone last night? Oh, man.
Do you want to go on and then we can get her situated at like 9?
Yeah, let's go on. Ooh, let's play this. Food, fun, and family-friendly adventures of Texas look no further than Texas Chronicles. History, mystery, and adventure. Follow Joe Perez as he travels the Lone Star State, discovering all it has to offer. Connect with Joe through Facebook at TX Chronicles and Instagram at TX Chron. Texas Chronicles. History, mystery, and adventure. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now it's 9:36. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
I am very excited because we're about to have a guest in studio. I think I just got confirmation that she is coming into the building. Mrs. Fuller is in the building. She's going to be our guest during this 10 o'clock hour that's coming up. It's sneaking up. We're going to be talking about all things food. We're going to be talking about all things Bay Area, Houston food, everything. I don't know. If anybody has any questions, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, we're super excited because there's a lot of good food in the Bay Area. We kind of, our first introduction was Signatures. We've been over with like Pizza Fire was in that same, category as Bay Area. There's tons and tons of food, and we're really, really super excited to be featuring them.
How excited are you on a scale from like 1 to 10? 10 being you're like swimming in a bathtub full of queso. 1 being you're, eating raw vegetables?
Probably a 99.5.
Okay,
So above a 10.
that wasn't on
Way
the scale.
Way above the scale.
That was not on the scale, but it's okay. So she's going to be hanging out with us, kind of giving us a rundown. So I posted yesterday, it was like, hey, is there anybody that has any recommendations? Like, what food place should we talk about? She was like, well, Curt already gave me like the rundown. And I was like, what rundown did you give her? Did you give her like,
I said, come in with some ideas of
Okay.
like some places that like you should like that we're willing to be talking about.
okay.
So I'm super excited to see what's happening.
Okay. I was wondering, I said, okay, so the rundown Curt gave you is technically optional. I don't know.
It's
Take
optional.
everything that he said and just throw it out. Whenever we go on the air, it's different, but it's fun. So to start, the places that we went yesterday were Pierogi Queen. We also stopped in Southern Boy. It was a good time, and I'm ready to go back to both those places.
Southern Boy is going to be next Tuesday, and then Pierogi Queen is going to be the next week after that. And so we're going to be talking a lot about those over the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yep. So those places are located, I guess, 2407 West Main Street. So that's like a little bed of a bunch of cool places. So you got Al Garza's Premier Martial Arts and their League City locations right there. Right across from Al Garza's Premier Martial Arts, you have Bonnie's Donuts, which we kind of figured out what you do is you go eat donuts and you go work it off and learn some martial arts.
Or work it off and then go eat the donuts.
Either way.
Yeah, one go nuts for donuts.
Go nuts for donuts, and then you reward yourself. Be like, I deserve this. And you do. I'm going to eat a 5-pound cinnamon roll. And then I'm going to Pierogi Queen. That's like a couple doors down. And then there's like a little cake shop there. It's like Cakes by Jula, I believe. Apparently, I found out my 30th birthday cake was from there. It was Houston Rockets. That's where my wife got it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
she did.
awesome. It's a cake.
Yeah, it was a cake. It was
The
a
cake balls. I had the cookies and cream cake ball,
Yes, you did.
and it was good.
What kind did you ask for?
Thin mint.
You asked for Thin Mint, but they didn't have that.
any. I said maybe they could make a recommendation.
Right.
Are you impressed? I held back.
From eating you only ate one cake ball.
I only ate one cake ball, but I also didn't say you need a Thin Mint one and then you need to call it the Casper. Like I held back.
Yeah.
I didn't technically do it.
Yes, you didn't. And then we stopped at the comic book shop. I think it's called like Empire Central. And they had a bunch of cool Star Wars stuff in there. Who doesn't like Star Wars? I'm sure there
It
are
was
a lot of
cool.
people, but it was fun.
So we've been talking about that entire area where like Bonnie's Donuts, the cake shop, Pierogi Queen is. Can that just be called the KHEA Plaza?
I think so. We need to talk and probably get everyone to sign and say like we agree. And
Kick the tenants out that are,
What?
like not the tenant, like the
Oh my
people,
gosh.
the owner.
what?
Kick them out.
Oh,
We're gonna come in. We're gonna take shop.
You just need to be
Cage.
careful what you say. It's 9:40 right now. You're listening to Kickstart. This is KHEA Radio. We're on every weekday, 8:30 to 11 a.m. We stream live on Facebook. We stream live on YouTube. We have a website where we stream live as well all over the world, khearadio.com. We also are available on your FM dial at 99.5 FM. So go ahead and punch it in your car and save this number. Go ahead and take your phone out right now, 346-704-1806. You're going to be able to text that number to ask Jennifer questions. If you want to know anything about food, where to go, or if you have something you want us to ask, you can text that number. If you're watching on social media, you can also go ahead and type in that to the message thing. So I have to say, hey, Cody Garza, he is Al Garza's son. He said, from Al Garza's Premier Martial Arts, he said, whoa, Curt, why are you kicking us out?
No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant kick the owners out and then call it
my
the
goodness.
cage.
And I have to say, Curt, like karate, like I'm thinking like martial arts kicking, trying to kick Cody Garza, the son of Grandmaster Al Garza, anywhere probably wouldn't work out too well.
No, not the people, not the businesses, but the plaza owner. It's now called KHGA
Shout out to the plaza owner too. I love everything they're doing because I love all their businesses. But
Their
I can see
businesses are
Kurt's gonna be
fantastic.
like, "Here comes a roundhouse," and Cody's like, "No, boop," and then you just like
You don't
you're on
mess
your back.
with Cody Garza for
You
sure.
don't mess with, shouldn't mess with anyone. But you're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're gonna get Jennifer in here talking about some food. In the meantime, check out the spot by Bonnie's Donuts. Bonnie's Donuts in League City offers oversized donuts and even normal ones. Kolaches, a 5-pound cinnamon roll,
It's true.
and even normal size cinnamon
Normal
roll.
ones too.
Our coworker Leanne ordered donut letters for her son's birthday instead of a cake. And she got those same donut letters for a work event as well. You can find
This
at
music is the
Bonnie's Donuts on Facebook. They're located at 2047 West Main Street in League City. Thank you, Bonnie's Donuts, for partnering with KHEA Radio.
Ooh!
Okay, Kurt's really proud of that background music. Kurt's a big fan of like electronic dance music. And I mean, I guess, I don't know.
All right, so we want to bring her in?
Yeah, bring her in. Let's do this. So what's up, everybody? Oh, Donna, that's right. Pierogi Queen has so many Russian dishes. I can't wait to visit. So we met with the owner, and she was really nice. And the menu was like, I don't even know what I was looking at on most of them. I was like, what's a pierogi? So they showed me a pierogi, and then I ended up getting beet soup. I got beet soup. It had dumplings inside with chicken and mushrooms. Hello. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Gardy. So we got Jennifer hanging out with us. I'm going to turn Kurt's mic on. So he'll be alive.
I appreciate that.
I usually don't. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Who, me?
Yes.
Of course. I love to talk.
So do we sometimes. We used to not. But so Bay Area Houston Food Lovers Group. What we're gonna do right now is just talk like on social media, and then we will just go on the FM, off the FM, just to kind of give it breaks or whatever.
Sure.
So we can talk about some of the same stuff, and we'll reiterate everything. So.
Okay.
So how long have you had that food group? When did it start?
July 2015.
July 2015.
Yeah.
Cool. And what gave you the idea to do that?
Well, I was living in the Woodlands,
Mm-hmm.
and I was planning to move back to Clear Lake.
Are you from this area?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I met my husband, and we moved to the Woodlands. And I joined a couple of food groups up there,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned about some amazing places to eat. So I wanted to find those same mom and pop shops when I moved back to Clear Lake.
Yeah.
So I looked online, and I didn't see any food groups like that down
Mhm.
here. So a year before I moved down here, I started the Bay Area food group.
So you started it before you knew you were coming back over here, and you were like, just foresight, like, hey, there's a need for this. Nobody's doing it. Like, why not start it?
Right. Because I
Cool.
wanted the ball to be rolling by
Yeah.
the time I got back. And I know it takes a long time to get that going. So
Mhm.
every time I would come visit Clear Lake, I would take pictures of food and post it in the group and try to, get it
Yeah.
going and find some cool places.
As far as the Woodlands goes, like, is there any restaurant that comes to mind? Like, what if I'm ever up there? Like, what's a good place to eat? Like in that Woodlands area where you were?
I like Corkscrew Barbecue.
Cool.
That's-
I've never been, but
It started in the Woodlands off Sawdust Road in a food trailer, and now they have a brick and mortar in Old Town Spring.
cool.
So I like that place. I like Pilata's Italian.
Yeah.
But a lot of new places since I've left.
Old
So,
Town Spring. I like whenever I was a kid and growing up, I played music. I still do play music, but there was Java Jazz was like a little place like there in Old Town Spring. So it was a music venue, but it was also there like smoothie and coffee like during the day. And then
we
it
need
turned
a
into a
place
venue.
like that over here.
Yes, I agree. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
There's a lot. There's a lot that we need down here.
Yeah.
What's a place that we need down here? Kurt gives bad. No, you can watch. That's what we do
I don't
too.
know.
But we just pull it down so it doesn't
What do you want me to-
audio wise. So that's Corkscrew. Has anybody that's watching on social media ever been to Corkscrew? I guess like in Old Town Spring now. So they used to be a food truck, and that's kind of a trend. And we were talking to Chris yesterday from Southern Boy because we stopped in. We had a meeting next door, and we're like, why not stop? Because we've heard a bunch of good things.
Yeah.
So he said he used to have a food truck, which we didn't even know that.
Right. Yeah. Pounders.
Did you have the opportunity to eat?
I
eat
did
that?
not have an opportunity to eat his burger, but he did make a brisket for my daughter's going away party. She went off to the Air Force,
Mm-hmm.
and it was delicious. It was
That's
really
cool.
good. Everybody just raved over it. So
Yeah.
he needs to add some brisket to his menu.
Why not?
Yeah.
Me and Kurt were talking about, I guess, like if we had 4 foods, or like if you think of this area, like the Bay Area, the Houston area, what are like the food groups that people always go to the most?
Burgers, pizza, barbecue, Tex-Mex.
We forgot pizza.
Ooh, pizza.
That's what we forgot.
Well, I think of pizza though as a Chicago thing, not
Well,
necessarily a Texas
It's
thing.
I would say it's like an Italian
It's
thing.
an everybody thing.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean,
guess.
it's a everything.
There's so
I
many
mean,
different kinds and styles of pizza though. So obviously there's like New York, and I saw somebody posted a Chicago deep dish on the Bay Area Houston food lovers group the other day, and I've never had that personally, but it's like the sauce is on top and it looks super thick. And they said you have to order it like a day in advance or something, and they deliver.
Yeah, that was the pizza from Dan's.
Dan's, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Where is that at?
Highway 3, and he's opening up a location in Kima as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dan's Pizza.
Everybody,
Man, I need to check
everybody
that
loves
out.
Dan's.
I've never had it. I'm gonna look up their address right now so I know what's going on.
Highway 3 in between El Dorado and Clear Lake City Boulevard.
Okay, so that's like Clear Lake.
Yes,
Okay.
like Ulster.
Dan's Pizza. Here we go. So that would be a place to get. I mean, is that considered that Chicago style deep dish? Is that what that is? I
Well,
can't look at this too much longer.
If you ask someone from Chicago, they're
would
going to
say
say
no.
no.
Yeah.
You know, you ask someone from here, they're going to say it's close. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had it.
The purist.
I prefer thinner crust because I like to eat like 4
lot.
pieces and not just half of one super large one. So,
Yeah, that's growing up. I mean, we went to Pizza Hut like on the weekend, like as a kid, and it was always fun. And so my mom, I always wanted like the thick crust, and then my mom would get the thin. And I'm like, why do you like it? It tastes so much, the carbs. As a kid, I didn't know that, but that's what it was. She was like, I can eat more. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's a good point.
it's like CC's, you can stack it up like 12 layers. of
Collect the
slices.
crusts.
I don't think I was ready for this show today.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all can't really see
That looks
this in
good.
there, but y'all go search Dan's Pizza Clear Lake, and it came up for me. So on their website is Dan's Pizza Co. So danspizzacompany.com. Dan's Pizza Co.
we did just
This looks
make a
good.
post on the comments. So if you're watching right now on Facebook or listening live, we're looking for the best restaurant in the Bay Area.
Who's the best?
I want you to tag them below who the best is. And then also, if you want to give us a call, our number is 346-704-1806. The number is 346-704-1806. Now's the time to call because we can get you guys set up and get you guys going. And then we can take you on when we start talking on the air at 10 o'clock.
And call now. Call now. Okay. We'll give you a second.
There's a delay, Gardy. There's like a 5 minute,
right now. No, it's like a 10 or 15 second delay. It throws us off all the time. So Dan's Pizza, man. So yeah, we stopped. Have you ever had Pierogi Queen?
Yes.
Okay, so we stopped in yesterday, as well, and so I had the beet soup. Did you see that? I posted a picture in the group.
Yes,
The beet soup. Have you ever had beet soup?
No, I've had a beet juice.
Yeah, I had beet
That's
juice
about
from
it.
Nocturne the other day, which
It's really
because
good.
do you like beets?
Only juiced.
Mm-hmm.
Only juice. What's the difference?
Well, I've never had them any other way. So
Makes sense.
I've heard they'd be good roasted. So I wouldn't. They'd probably be good smeared with some olive oil, salt, pepper, roasted, sliced, possibly.
Keep talking.
I'd rather just juice them. I'd rather just juice them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they have one. It's like a heart one at Nocturne.
Okay.
It's really good.
So yeah, I had beet and pineapple juice, and I think they called it it was either like a bloody pineapple or something like that. I don't know. And I was like, I like the name. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But it was they had a list in the back, and it said it was like special for the week or something.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Kurt what'd you have when you were there?
The car wash.
It was a bunch of green stuff.
Nice cleanser.
It was.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what it was.
doesn't it sound like that?
Yeah.
It was.
So Daniel, the owner, he travels all over the country, all over the world. I mean, and gets his inspiration for his food from. He's always gone. I'm always seeing his Facebook photos. He's like in Argentina and just like everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we went in. We're like, hey, is the owner here? We'd love to say hi. And we're like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why.
He's
Kelly Ann says the beet and feta salad at Evo might be something you would like.
Is that how you said that? EVO?
Mhm.
Evo.
That's the Mediterranean restaurant in the mall area.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to be. I haven't tried it yet, but
I haven't been
I
either.
heard it's pretty good.
I like what the mall did, like with that outdoor, and then they added a couple different restaurants, and it's really neat.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's
We
changed a
needed
lot.
something like that.
How long have you been living here?
I grew up here.
Okay.
For the most part, I moved here when I was 10.
Okay.
I've
So-
only been here for 3 years. So
Uh-huh.
I'm still learning all the cool things that this area has to offer.
What's your favorite so far?
You're gonna make me pick
Uh-huh.
Delta Blues.
Oh,
Hands
okay.
down.
I
Well,
love
not
Delta Blues.
restaurants. I'm talking about everything like Space Center, NASA, Galveston.
Not a restaurant. Let me see. Dang, there's so much.
Yeah.
Man, I need a little bit more time.
Okay. Sorry.
You know, I go to Main Event a lot.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
geez.
I go
Are
to
you
Main
serious?
Event.
What do
a
you get,
lot.
like nachos?
Like for no, I'm just talking about go bowling.
okay.
Going bowling. Let's see. Going to the seawall's fun.
Seawall's cool.
I guess. I don't know what else.
I thought you were
Astros-
talking about like eating at like Main Event.
No, she said other than restaurants.
Oh,
Right?
I was just curious what he likes about this area.
I think he likes it's not Nebraska.
That also is true.
The best thing.
That also is true. The sporting events is always fun. Like being able to go, like
Pro-
you're not like Astros game. I was at the Astros game last night.
Like
Oh, cool.
professional sports.
Professional sports. Nebraska
Mhm.
doesn't have professional. We have the Nebraska Cornhuskers,
It's like a
which
JV
is
team.
just basically like a professional sport.
Mhm.
But no, yeah.
Yeah.
This area, there's so much to do. NASA's great. We went there and we did a tour of NASA.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
We got to talk to like a gentleman who has like worked on a bunch of cool stuff like for years. So
That's
I don't
cool.
know. I felt like we're kind of not qualified to do this. Like, well, I don't know, but like it was nice to have
Yeah.
that time with him.
That's
Like a
cool.
real astronaut. We're just like, what's going on? This is real.
Oh, somebody, Russ, thank you for the help. Skydive Galveston.
I was, yeah.
Why didn't
Have
I
you been
think of that?
No.
What happened to your knee, if you don't mind?
I tore my meniscus.
And so, did you have to have surgery?
yes.
Oh.
How is it doing?
Don't ask.
Better every day, hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see. I might have a limp for the rest of my life.
Oh no, I hope
No,
not.
not. Yeah, me too. I'm exaggerating, but not
Yeah.
at all.
So someone had suggested Christy Brown said Main Street Bistro. And then Nancy Morgan had said Gil Huey's in San Leon, which Joe Texas Chronicles, Joe Perez, he dropped a video, I guess, this morning.
Oh wow. Cool.
Main Street Bistro. Isn't that the
Ooh.
place that Miles said like it's the best spot to go take a lady? Because like Main Street Bistro is where I take all the
Oh
dates.
yeah, that is. I've been there one time.
He's like, I take all my dates there
Well, it's kind
because it's nice, but it's also like decent. You know,
It's a nice place. You know,
Kurt,
I
you're
can-
not
I can
naming
think
any
of some-
places.
some other.
I'm
places.
trying. It's a lot of places that
So
are dropping.
okay, Melanie Sweeney said Noon Merch, Taste of India, which
Mhm.
I went to Noon Merch after I saw Joe did his video at Noon
Yeah.
Merch. I went there. I took my family. It was really good. So we went during lunch and there was like a buffet.
Yeah.
I love buffets.
Yeah.
And you can try a little bit of everything. That was really cool.
Yeah.
They were nice.
Merlion and Seabrook is what Chris said. So what we're doing is again, we want to know the best of the best in Bay Area, because apparently if we did best of the best Galveston, we wouldn't be considered best of the best Galveston because
Yeah.
they don't have a radio category, and we're definitely the best of the best Galveston. We're like best of the best Galveston County. Anyways, we're trying to, not that I'm salty about this
He is.
still.
Yes.
We're trying to figure out which is the best place, which is the best restaurant, food place. We'll even take like just like she said, suggestions on where do you like to go in Bay Area. Tag that here and just put it there, and we'll count it as a vote, and then
I
at the
mean,
end we'll go back through.
It is such a loaded question because there are so many good restaurants that shine in their own way, depending on
Mhm.
what you're looking for. So I don't think you can just put
Best of the best.
best of the best of the best. I mean, there's so many that I can think of that had great food.
Yeah.
Nobody mentioned Murray and Dickinson either. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's a really great,
Mhm.
beautiful place that has its own little
Yeah. Keith
Mhm.
and
Holly.
Holly. Yeah. They own Dickinson Barbecue next door. And that was crazy what happened. I mean, obviously with Harvey for everyone, but they
Yeah.
were one of the businesses affected, and they were still out there cooking and trying to feed
Mhm.
people, first responders and all that. And then
Yeah.
Mirage, they built it up and it was able to help keep them, afloat and
Right.
do all that stuff. I can't, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah. The downstairs bar flooded, but the main restaurant
That was okay.
good to go. Yeah.
Man.
Christy Brown says there's too many to name. Start. Just keep going. We have a whole hour.
Hi, Christy.
Hey, Mary's in Mary, Chef Mary Bass, are you still in Mexico and are you still eating crickets? And I know you're not bringing me back, and you better bring me back a cricket. I want to eat it.
Ew. Have you? What's the most
Whoa.
exotic thing that you've
Good
ever
morning,
tasted?
Mary. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I might be a little boring in that area. I don't.
Venture off too far.
I mean, I would try anything except.
Me too.
I would try except probably those. What are Rocky Mountain oysters?
Oh yeah, I understand that, Kurt. We could feed those to Kurt, not tell him what it is.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to tomorrow to Sammy's Wild Game Grill in Houston. Have you ever
I
been?
think it's like in
No,
the
but
Heights.
I've heard about it.
It's like kangaroo burgers, and
Camel, elk tacos.
elk.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
Burger Nation and off NASA has a camel burger. Too.
Really?
Yeah.
We should go
If you
prep.
ever want to try one closer to home.
Yeah, we should prep for that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kick Scott out of the feed. He said pizza with pineapple.
I like pizza with
Oh,
pineapple.
Scott just got
gross.
banned.
Who is that? Is that
Come
my
on, Scott.
You don't like. Oh, is
That's-
that your-
that's my husband.
I
He's
saw the
trolling.
name. I just saw the name. I enjoy pineapple.
No, Scott just got banned. Goodbye. Talking about pizza and pineapple.
Oh,
Take that to a different radio station.
I know. Well,
Oh,
Octopus
man.
was the craziest and really chewy. Oh, octopus?
Mary said snails tasted like a chewy mushroom.
Oh,
She ate snails in Mexico.
okay.
I've never had snails,
You've
but I
never
would
had
try it.
escargot?
No.
Okay, so I've had that.
hmm
I go,
Is that what you would compare it to? Like a mush? She said it was like a chewy mushroom. I don't know.
I get them from Papa's Seafood.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love.
And then you just put it on garlic. It's like a raw oyster. You fill it your mouth with so much other stuff you barely taste it.
Yeah, I like raw oysters too.
Yeah.
I cracker?
Octopus. I've had octopus
oyster.
at Grazia
Oyster.
too. It's pretty
Uh-huh.
good.
Where's that at?
In Clear Lake off of Pine Lock.
Okay. I haven't been there. We got
Great
15
food.
seconds. Are you ready to go on? We're going to do a little thing. We'll introduce you, and it's the exact same thing we've been doing. You're doing It's fun.
Yeah, like my ears are sweating. No, I
And we're on. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
and I'm Kurt.
We have a special guest in studio. We've been teasing it all morning long. We've been talking food all morning long, along with a bunch of other stuff. But I'm feeling good. This is Kickstart. I am excited to introduce. I have the pleasure. I have the honor. We have Jennifer Lopez Fuller in studio.
Woo-hoo!
We are talking about Bay Area Houston Food Lovers group. It's a group on Facebook, and it's kind of interesting how this group started, and I guess how like the journey it's had to get to where it is today. Jennifer, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for joining us. I understand that there's so many places in the world you could be today, probably sampling food, probably people saying like, hey, come eat here, talk about this, but
Uh-huh.
you're hanging out with us, and
Yes.
we're grateful for that.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
So how long have you had Bay Area Houston Food Lovers, the Facebook group?
Since July 2015.
Okay, so it's been a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you started it, where were you? You weren't local. You're locally from here, right? Can you kind of give me a little bit of the history on how that came to be?
Sure. So I lived here since 7th grade. So, and then I met my husband. He lived in the Woodlands. We moved over there for 8 years. I joined some local food groups over there and discovered a whole new world of non-chain restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to find that when I moved back to Clear Lake, and I didn't see a food group down here. So I just started it and started eating, taking pictures of my food, and everybody else started.
Yeah.
I started learning about a bunch of new places down here. So
That's
I
so
had
cool.
a long list by the time I moved back.
So I have noticed sometimes people can get, I don't know how to say it, but like if you post too much of your food, like on your normal Facebook feed, and if someone's not a foodie, they're like, okay, that's annoying. Stop taking pictures of your food. And so there's a place where I was telling Kurt, it's encouraged. There's a place where it is like, hey, let us know where to go eat. So it's encouraged, right? Like post pictures. Tell us
Yes.
about your experience,
well,
right?
yeah, because that sells the dish and
Oh,
the
yeah.
restaurant. You know, when somebody posts a really good picture, everybody wants to know where to find it.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to get a good meal, good for their food, for their money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a luxury. It's fun. Food is great.
Yeah, I've been a member for maybe a couple weeks now in that Facebook group, and I've noticed that not many people take videos of the food. I think I'm gonna mix it up. Have you
do
seen
you
a lot
still
of videos?
have the new members tag next to your
Probably
name?
with like
You
the little
noob.
hand.
Mhm.
What, a
What do you
noob.
have?
I have the conversation
You're
starter.
not a
Come
cover-
on.
Oh,
no,
maybe
he's
you do.
not. No, you're not.
He's
Not
not a
yet?
conversation starter.
I am in Galveston, I guess. The Talk of
Mhm.
Galveston group.
Oh,
I'm a
woohoo.
conversation starter.
Yeah, they're trying to kick you out of
I'm
there.
trying not to make sure that I get banned again and put in Facebook jail. I'm just making sure because
Yeah.
that is the worst feeling in the world.
Powerless. We're talking to Jennifer Lopez Fuller, talking about all things food. We've been talking a little bit about like what the main food types and dishes and all that stuff for this area are. And you had mentioned some places. Can you kind of tell us those again? Like, what are the main types of food for this area? That's us.
Pizza,
Pizza,
burgers,
barbecue,
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
So there's
And
the big
some
four
steaks,
dogs.
Some steaks I kind of put in with barbecue, but people want a good steak around here. And
Steaks can almost go with burgers too, a little bit. I would
Yeah.
think a little bit.
Hmm.
Maybe not. I'm probably wrong. What do you think, Kurt? Do you like steak? I've never seen you eat a steak.
No, I'd rather do a hamburger. If I had the choice between a hamburger and a steak, I'm going hamburger.
If we go when we've gone to barbecue places, Kurt always gets a sandwich, but I'm like, no, give me the 3 meat plate.
Mhm.
I want options, but like to limit yourself to the one meat on the sandwich,
Mm-mm.
not for me. But you like cheese, and you want like cheese on everything. So
I do. Do you like cheese?
I do, but not on my barbecue.
he
So
does.
wait, you would not like the Casper sandwich?
Mm,
have you
Have
seen
you heard
his
the Casper sandwich?
no.
Okay, so the Casper sandwich is from Texas Pit Stop Barbecue, which is just down
Okay.
the road from here.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't have plans for lunch, like that's where you should head next.
Okay.
I
for
could
lunch.
throw Kurt over there if I was like really just a little bit stronger.
But they didn't have like a brisket and mac and cheese sandwich.
Okay.
I said you should combine the two together.
And then
And
name
then
it
call
after
it-
me.
Yeah, and then name it after me. And sure enough, it is a thing.
Oh wow, cool.
So it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. And now I'm trying to see what I can get out of something like this. I want Gardy's smoked chicken pot pie. That's what I'm going for because they're going to introduce that, and that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
You would have a chicken in front of your name.
And that's fine. I said I'll take it at this point. Even if they called it Gardy is chicken pot pie, I would take it. At this one-
I would be impressed with that too.
Yeah.
for sure.
Gardy is chicken pot pie.
Gardy chicken pot pie.
That
Trademark.
sounds different.
It does.
You know.
Do you have to name like? Do you refrain from walking in and being like, "I want this at this place"? And you should call it the Jennifer.
No. Never.
So that's just us.
That's just me.
That's just y'all. No.
Okay. So we've been talking about a lot of cool restaurants, and we're going to get back to that as well. But are you a big cook as well? Do you love to cook in the kitchen?
I do.
And
When
what-
I used to cook a lot,
Mhm.
but lately I don't. My husband's been doing all the cooking.
Is he a good cook? And who is the better cook?
I am.
He may be. Ooh.
No. Is he list?
He does a great job though.
We forgot
does-
to mute the mic for that
He
one.
does a great job. He does. He does it. He can follow a recipe really
Uh-huh.
well. He made chili last night, and
That's good.
he does.
Is it spicy? Do y'all like spicy food?
We do.
I do too.
Yeah.
What makes it spicy? Like in chili, I guess is like the peppers and like the different kinds that you put in there. What kind of chilies went in there? Or like peppers?
Well, I don't know. He made it.
Oh, dang.
I'm pretty sure he put some jalapeno in there, but
Cool.
you know, we have 2 kids, so we can't make it too spicy.
Yeah,
But
That makes
we like it
sense.
spicy.
Cool. You know, I like to cook as well. My wife likes to cook, but we have sometimes it's like whoever cooks at the house is like whoever our daughter is content with at the time. So I have a daughter that's 1. And so, you know, it's like you got to watch the kids because she's like, I'm trying to do everything. And so it's like, okay, who's
Yeah.
content? And then we like switch off. So it's always like a teamwork just to be able to eat
Yes.
at the house.
Yeah.
But we make it work.
Do you have a hard time though? Like, because again, you go to a lot of different restaurants. Is it hard for you to come home and just eat food at home when you're like, well, I could go and have this instead?
It's easier.
No, I mean, we enjoy cooking
Yeah.
together, and I don't like to be out on the roads past like 4:00. I like to stay home and out away from the crowd. So when I do go out to eat, it's usually during the day when everyone's, you know, usually at work.
That's
or-
cool.
Yeah, I don't like wait times and
Oh, that's the worst.
all of that stuff.
Although they do make it easier at some places. Like I went to
Mhm.
Jimmy Changa's the other day and I got a salad that had seared ahi tuna. It was actually pretty good. And they take your phone number and then they're
Right.
like, hey, we'll just send you a text. It's so much easier than I remember back in the day, which some places still do this.
Mhm.
Like Gardy, table of 4, you
Right.
know, but like the phone, because then we like went outside with the fountain, had my daughter and my son, and they're just playing around.
Yeah, they have that no wait app too.
We did that
Red
too.
Oak uses.
Yeah.
So that's even better because
Mhm.
you don't have to be there.
We haven't been to
Right.
Red Oak yet.
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're trying to
So
to
do y'all
get in
have a
there.
list?
Oh,
'Cause-
we have a list.
Well, we don't have a physical list. Somebody recommended
It's all
that.
up
Kelly,
here.
I think, recommended that.
Yeah.
She's like, you need to have like a post with a running list of places that you want to check off your list or want to go to?
Yes.
Can
Because
you imagine
you'll forget them. Even my
You
husband
just
and I,
reminded me. Yeah.
we just laugh at. I say, I bet the group would laugh if they heard us debating on where we should go eat right now. Because sometimes I have no idea where we're going to go eat.
Right.
I just don't know.
Have you been to Gilhooey's?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what all do they serve? So I have to give a shout out to Joe and Joe Perez in Texas Chronicles, History, Mystery, and Adventure. We love everything Joe does, and he just dropped a video. So I haven't had the chance to watch it because he dropped it right before we went on air.
Yeah.
But we've never been. So what does Gilhooey's have, and what do they do?
So Gilhooey's has been around for a long time. They're known for being no kids allowed.
Really?
Right? Yeah. So no kids allowed.
Sorry, Kurt,
Which
you
is
can't come with me this time.
Wait, what?
They used to be BYOB. Now they're full bar. They have the most amazing raw oysters. They also char grill them, and they have oysters Gilhooey, and they have shrimp Gilhooey, like with shrimp on them. But they also have a bunch of other stuff like fried shrimp and gumbo and different seafood items.
Yeah.
It's a cool little, place.
So it's still
Check
18.
out.
It's 18 and up still.
Yeah.
And then I saw somebody post something about like cash only. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, it used to be cash only, and now they take cards.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily 18 and up. It's just kind of no kids.
That makes sense.
So it's not like a bar only
okay.
place. It's a restaurant. But
Gotcha.
they have outdoor seating, and then they're putting on this big stage where they're going to have some live music and entertainment on the weekends too.
Sweet.
So.
Kurt's a world-class singer, he says. So we can drop off Kurt there, and I'll be eating oysters.
Majesty reigns.
Right now it's 10:09. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're talking all things food for our area. We're talking to Jennifer Lopez Fuller from Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. It's a group on Facebook. If you're not in that group yet, which you probably are, you need to go check them out and make sure that you're in that group.
Yeah, our question right now for social media and for our listeners over the air is, what is the best restaurant in the Bay Area? And we want you to tag them in the comments below. You can also give us a call at 346-704-1806. Again, that number is 346-704-1806. And Jennifer brought up a good point. There's a lot of different restaurants that make it unique. And so if you see a restaurant and you're like, hey, I really want that restaurant to be mentioned on the air or to be in the comments, then say that, because we want to feature what the community is doing, and we love reaching out to the community, and we're trying to start this list of all the places that we need to check out.
It's all up here.
You have a binder. Is that your list? She's like flipping through the whole notebook.
My best friend makes fun of me because ever since I always have a spiral notebook and a pen all the time.
That's smart though.
I have ideas and things, and I'm also a freelance writer for Houston Press.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have an idea, I'm just like, ooh, that would be something to write about.
Cool.
And, I mean, everything from food I want to try to.
So with the Houston Press, did you write like on food or like other things, or what did you do with Houston Press, or what are you doing?
I write about food. I'm a food writer.
That's
for
awesome.
Food in this area.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I used to read some of those. I had a friend that did some stuff too, but I don't know if it was with Houston Chronicles. It was someone else. I don't know.
Or maybe it was her articles.
No, I can't remember. I'll have to think this through. Kind of got stuck there. But right now it's 10:10. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
So is that the notebook that has just all of the? Tell us about your notebook.
And can we have it?
I have about 3 or 4 of them floating around my house. I have one outside, one inside. I'm gonna do a couple of articles for Houston Press, and I have down the restaurants that I want to feature in those articles. I'm thinking of doing one for people to help boost their fall fitness. There's a bunch of new little restaurants, and not really restaurants, but places popping up that have meal alternatives. And not everybody wants to go eat like crap every time they go out to eat.
Yeah.
But they're still on the go. And where are these places, and where could they find something quick and cheap and healthy, and to keep them on track?
Yeah, there's a couple places that we can mention. Like they do like meal prepping, which has become huge because I love to go out and eat just as much as, Kurt and everybody else.
Right.
But you can't, you can do that all the time. But at this point in my life, I'm like, hey, I can't do that anymore.
Right.
I'm noticing, I'm getting older. I'm getting slower. I need to eat a little bit better. So I try and take care of myself. So there's a place called Naked Nutrition and Wellness that's like right down the street. We love the people there.
Mm-hmm.
My Macro Meals. They're a little bit further north. They're like right inside
Pasadena?
the Beltway. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Pasadena area.
Yeah. Pete
Yeah.
Yes, we love Pete. He's
Yeah.
coming in next week.
He does these muffins,
great.
like
He's great.
protein muffins,
Yeah.
and
Oh, the protein muffins.
yeah, they're really good.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to my macro meals.
Yeah. So there's a couple other places I was thinking of too, but it's all good. I love it.
One of the things that we kind of talked about earlier in the show was last night I went to the Houston Astros game,
Mhm.
and at Minute Maid Park, there's not a lot of healthy options. Do you have any recommendations on what can you do when you're in that bind when you want to eat healthy? Maybe you could give a shout out to some of those healthy places in the area.
By down there in Houston.
Anywhere.
Anywhere, if you have like.
Well, I mean, if it were me and I was going to a game and I was trying to stay healthy, I would eat something before I went. But part of the fun is going and not eating healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, part of the fun is eating a hot dog or whatever,
That's your time.
having a beer.
Yeah. that's part of-
So make that be your cheat meal and just do what you need to do leading up to that event and then enjoy yourself and don't worry about it. That's
makes
my
sense.
advice.
yeah.
I couldn't go to like a movie theater and just sit there with bottled water, and I couldn't go to a game.
Are you a popcorn fan?
I'm a salty fan. No sweets, salty. So popcorn and water. I'm not a soda drinker, but
Yeah. Kurt was shocked like the first 3 times that I went to Cinemark and just ordered popcorn and walked out and was eating it in my car. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I like popcorn. Okay.
Gardy doesn't even get the ticket. He just goes
No,
and
you
gets
just
the
get
popcorn.
They let you do that. They know. Well, they knew me. I haven't been in about over a month because I found out I shouldn't be eating so much popcorn. But yeah, I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh,
so
hey.
you squirt all the extra stuff on top?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
do that.
He
I did.
didn't leave any butter for anybody else the rest of it. They had to come on and be like, here, let's get you a new bottle.
Butter,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
It's not. It's good, whatever it is. Right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
it's 10:14. You're listening to KHEA Radio. I want to talk a little bit about whenever you write the article. So whenever you go into a restaurant, can you kind of tell us what you're looking for? Is it like a certain dish, like everything, the experience? What goes into writing one of those articles?
Well, there are different articles that I write.
Okay.
Some are a first look article where it's just a first look inside a new restaurant that's just recently opened.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do in those articles is give someone a clear picture of what to expect when they walk in the door. Is it counter service? What's it feel like? What's the vibe like? What's the service like? What's the food like? And it's totally unbiased.
Right.
And just give people an idea of what to expect. Is this something that they want? Me personally, I'm not a fan of counter service restaurants. So if I want to try out a restaurant, for me, it's important to know, is it full service? Is it counter service? So just little things like that. People
cool.
are curious, and so many people are set in their ways and their routine and their favorite restaurants that it's kind of, you don't want to venture out because it's a gamble. What if you don't
Right.
like it? And then that's
Mhm.
a meal wasted and money wasted. So try to give them a really good idea of what to expect when they go somewhere. So that's those types of articles. But
That's cool. That makes sense. Yeah, because the counter, I never even thought about that. Just like how, you go up and you order somewhere and you sit down, you get it yourself or whatever. But those are things that, I would like to know before I go.
especially
Just
with you
prepared.
having children,
Yes.
you probably just want to get seated in your booth and sit
Mhm.
there and have somebody bring you your drinks. Otherwise, it's just so much going on.
Yeah. Here's what happens is that if I'm with my wife, it's like, okay, well, I'll sit down with the kids. What do you want? If I've never been there before, it's like,
Right.
well, I don't know what I want. Okay, you go order first.
Yeah.
And then, so I did that at Salada, which I enjoyed, but
Mhm.
still, I had to do that. I should have known. It was like, hey, build your own style, but it was easy enough, but just something like that, if I'd have known before.
Right. That's why I like Papa's Delta Blues.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit pricier than your normal barbecue place,
Sit down.
but you get to sit down and be waited on. And so,
Yeah.
So when we're talking about some of these articles that you're writing, do you ever go to a restaurant and be like, hey, I'm going to write about you, or talk about that process?
Do you have to ask permission, or do
I
they
don't
know?
have to. I
Yeah.
mean, I can walk in and nobody knows who I am and just write. And that's what I did. I wrote a first look on Rue House
Mhm.
in Marina Bay, and I just walked in. Of course, they ask, why are you taking so many pictures? And sometimes, and then I might tell them. But then there's other restaurants like Murray and
Mhm.
Dickinson. That is a restaurant that you just can't write an article about without getting some background information on it. So
Mhm.
I set up an interview with the owner, Keith, and I got a lot of history on it, and it makes for a better article. People like history and want to know it's
Yeah.
not just a building here, but what's behind it, what's the story. So
Cool.
So
Have you been to Hubcap Grill yet?
yes, I haven't been to the new location in Seabrook yet.
Yeah, I went one time a long time ago. I used to live in downtown Houston, and there was one there. And I was telling Kurt about the different hours because like downtown restaurants, they're only open in lunch, and then like they close. And so I saw that they opened a new one, and I think they live close to me. I live in League City. The owners, because I see them posting like my neighborhood Facebook group.
Okay.
And so I haven't been to that one yet. And it was so many, like seriously, like it had to have been like 8 years ago. Maybe my math is wrong on how long they've been open, but I haven't been to that one. But I've seen pictures and it looks really good.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite burgers in this area. They have a Philly cheesesteak burger.
They have like, I guess like specialty burgers, kind of like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and specialty fries, different combinations, garlic fries, hell fries, spicy fries. I mean, they have a ton of stuff. So I'm excited to try it out. I'm kind of waiting until the crowd dies down because I don't like crowds. So I'll go check it out.
I think when you were mentioning writing for the Houston Chronicle, it's kind of fair just to give that first look when someone opens, because a lot of times whenever something opens, there is the rush, or maybe they're still figuring some stuff out. So if you went and wrote an article on breaking down something, it would just be like, give them time.
So like for Houston Press, they have to be open 6 weeks.
Okay.
In order, I just can't go. It's just not fair to the establishment at all. Because there's so many kinks to iron out.
Oh yeah.
So
and then do you guys kind of like the Joe Perez effect? When he shows up, like that place is super packed. Is that kind of the same thing that you guys noticed with the Houston Press?
I don't. I seem to get more of a response when I post things in the group. I don't know.
It's changing.
It's hard to tell. Joe. Joe and I went to junior high together.
Oh, cool. No,
yeah, junior high and high school. Yeah. So he's a good friend. But on his videos, you can see how many people have viewed them, how many times it's been viewed. So, I don't really have the access to see how many people click on my articles or, but
Facebook's cool for that, the analytical side. Like our videos, it literally breaks it down. Who's watching this right now? We can go back and watch it later, and see how old they are. Facebook tracks everything, which is scary, but thank you for watching. Because we know everything about you. Not really.
The group does that too. It's cool.
You can't what?
I can't close my mouth right now.
Why? Oh, you're about the food?
Somebody said the sticky monkey burger.
Where at?
It's at Hubcap. It's peanut butter, bacon, bananas, and cheese. Oh my gosh.
Angie.
Oh.
Angie Butler. Thank you for that. That sounds awesome. Someone else had said, Naomi Haskell said, Seabrook is winning the Bridge Burger Wars. #Hubcap. Man. And then Mary, I haven't even read it. Can you read what Mary said? Because mine's kind of blocked off.
Mary says, Jennifer needs a crown for the small business advocate of the area. Because of her, several small businesses are able to stay operational.
Very cool.
And just one more quick comment. And Jennifer, this is one that you can respond to as well. When are we going to start seeing you in regular news segments like the Cleveland Show? Like, you just need your own food segment. This is your first time coming on radio, or?
I was on the Cleverly show in Houston, but there was no Facebook Live, so it was a little bit more comfortable.
This is more, you're doing fantastic.
I'm kind of like camera shy, so.
I saw somebody had posted, they said, what's next? Hollywood? And it's potentially.
Oh, God. And when Hollywood is interested in what the people of the Bay Area are eating, maybe. But until then, that's not going to happen. That was my grandmother, by the way. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's true.
Yeah.
It could be.
Can you even tell where the camera is right now? If you looked around, just look around the room.
By the green dot?
Nope. There's no green dot.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
I told you when you came in. She was nervous.
I have that same computer.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, she knows this.
She knows.
We're not special. We're not the
I've
first
never used it.
person with the webcam. That's what we use. We're trying to get a setup going to where we're going to have like a little mini studio in here that's portable. And then we would be able to actually take that studio to a restaurant, or we've thrown around the idea of like even going in a kitchen if a restaurant will allow us to kind of do some behind the scenes stuff. So we'll have like mobile cameras and then a switcher. So we're going to be doing like openings and
that'd be cool.
It's going to be
Y'all
awesome.
got to show me how to do the camera stuff.
We can. We'll help you out.
Joe Perez has been telling me you need to Facebook Live every time you go out to eat.
You do.
It's like,
you do. And I'll tell you this.
That.
You feel it's I'm not going to lie. It's awkward. It's awkward the first couple of times you do it. But then after that,
I'm over here
good.
trying to hide behind the.
I'm trying to make sure that you're in there. I don't. My big head doesn't bother you.
Joe Perez says you do need to do some podcasts.
I
and then
know.
he can help set you up
Yeah.
for sure.
So who listens to podcasts?
Everybody.
I mean, I heard a lot of people do. Like, I did
Yeah.
a poll in the group a while back, and 50% of the people who voted said yes, they listen to.
yeah.
We found it's really easy. We do our own podcast, and so
Uh-huh.
it's you just upload it to SoundCloud, and then it goes right to iTunes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just got just a little bit of like setup fees, but I think for the year it was just like a couple $100 or something like that, and it'll go to iTunes, it'll go to Spotify. So if somebody's working out or somebody's just in the car, they'd be able to plug in just their phone, Apple Music, and listen to whatever you have to say.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
Listen to me talk
cool.
instead of like music when you're working out.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Ooh,
You need motivation.
Listen to food
Just
talk while you're at the
describe
It's
gym.
food.
motivation.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you can throw that in. You can run that extra mile because guess where you're going for dinner tonight, and then you
Yeah.
just talk about it. You're
Yeah.
going to Hubcap Grill. You're getting the Sticky Monkey Burger, which we
Oh
just
my
found out
gosh.
is a
Can you
thing.
please stop saying that name?
I've never had peanut butter on a burger.
Oh,
Are you a
it's so
fan of peanut
good.
butter?
I like peanut butter with apples.
Me too. I like peanut butter. So
I don't know about a burger,
I went to
but I've heard
HEB
it's good.
and I love HEB. I'm a huge fan of HEB, like their produce and the meat and everything else. It's awesome. I enjoy it. But I got some like the health aisle, and I went and got some of the peanut butter. I guess it's like real peanuts and they mash up.
Yeah.
And I tried eating it, and I was like, "What is this?" I like threw it
Yeah.
across the room. I was like, "This is real peanuts."
No sugar in that.
Yeah, I was like, "I want the Peter Pan."
There was
Yeah.
I did a food challenge one
fructose.
time. So it was called the Stellinator, and this was in Nebraska. But it was 40 ounces of burgers. It was 6 patties, all stacked on top, and in between each patty was peanut butter.
Oh.
And I had this person I was doing the story on, because I was a former news reporter. The person I was doing the story on, she did it in like 3 minutes. Ate all of that with fries in 3 minutes.
She's a
6
champ,
patties,
though.
6 patties, peanut butter, and all of it. And I'm like,
Uh-uh.
and I'm like halfway in. Like I had to sign a waiver, in stupidity of my own guilt, of my own true will. Like I'm doing this.
She was a food challenge like competitor though.
Yeah,
right?
she was a competitor.
So Red Oak, did you see Red Oak?
I was just gonna mention.
Yeah,
that. Did you see that?
Well, I saw Joe posted some stuff, and I watched a bit of it. But do more.
20?
You probably know more than I do about it.
20
well,
pancakes, right?
He got it
Man,
named
I think
after
it was
himself.
16 or
16?
something.
Joe, if you're still watching, let us know what
man.
happened.
So that was like Eric, or what was his
Mhm.
name?
Eric, that's right.
Eric something. He's a little bitty guy. I mean,
Yeah.
and those pancakes are like cake. They're dense, like cake pancakes.
He's dipping it in milk.
So
It looked
there's
like
a
milk.
trick I'm sitting there learning. Not that I'm ever going to attempt to do any of that. But
Yeah.
it's got to be like lubed up. Like
Right.
it's got to go down and just go down.
That's
And
why they do the hot
he's
dog.
just
in the water.
shoving it
Wow.
down there. I mean, it doesn't look comfortable, but he did it.
Eric the Electric,
Yes.
and then they renamed the challenge after him. I think like
Mhm.
the Electric something. I wanted to say Lightning, but I was like, nah, that's.
I
not it.
mean, you wonder what he does when he's done with the challenge. I mean, he's got to
Yeah.
feel miserable.
The one thing though, when I did that story about food eating competitors, I talked to one, and I said, so what's the secret? What do you do leading up to the challenge? He goes, I do, what was it? Like an entire pound of watermelon before the challenge.
like the night before, right?
The night before,
Uh-huh.
because all of that's going to expand your belly to be able to put all that in.
But it's
because
all
just
water. It's water,
So
but
then
like
you push
yeah.
down all the water, but your stomach is still expanded.
Uh-huh.
it fit more in there.
So I'm like, that's interesting.
Joe said it was 10 pounds of pancakes that he
Oh,
ate.
jeez.
Kurt, can we go do 10 and a half today? I'm actually kind of hungry right now.
I'm
Talk about
starving.
There's no, you guys wouldn't be able to finish 2.
Really?
Seriously.
I believe you.
challenge that.
Seriously.
I challenge that. No.
And he had mix-ins like chocolate chips and fruity pebbles and
Oh, really?
cinnamon toast crunch and all
Wow.
this other stuff. So
Oh
yeah.
man. We
So Melaine,
Uh-huh.
she mentioned Viola and Agnes. Have you guys been there?
Neo Soul.
the
Cafe.
name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've been there.
Oh, you got to go
Okay.
and
I'm
make sure you
Googling
have
right
a lot
now.
of time because sometimes it takes a while to get your food and food comes
No,
out.
Neo,
Food
it's
sometimes
yeah,
comes out
there
at
it
separate
is.
times, but the food is amazing.
Soul Cafe.
I like that. Whenever like as it's ready, just bring it out. I don't want people to wait. If I got something that's a little bit, longer, like I knew that when I ordered it, most likely.
Mhm.
And I like restaurants that tell you that, like, hey, this is going to take a little bit longer. Like we fry our chicken right now. Is that
Right.
okay? Like, sure. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they don't tell you, so I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's counter service. He might be done with his meal before yours comes out. Sometimes it's like that,
Yeah.
but just it's BYOB.
Mhm.
And it's just really good food.
Where's the place we went with Chef Mary Bass? We went to a place that's close to
The NASA place with all
the astronauts on the wall. It's if you
Frenchies.
yes, we went to
My
Frenchies.
picture's on the wall there now.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah, I took my astronaut picture and I pinned it on the wall.
no,
And hopefully nobody notices. But
What-
you could go check out Frenchies.
we had a good friend that actually photoshopped his face on an astronaut's body, and that's
Uh-huh.
how we ended up at Space Center to go talk to the astronaut.
Yeah.
And we asked him if it was offensive, and he said no. So that was good.
Yeah.
But he's on the wall somewhere.
That's funny.
There's astronauts everywhere.
I know. It's like, what is that? Where's Waldo?
Yeah, you got to find Kurt.
Where am I at?
Yeah.
I know where it is because I pinned it.
Oh man, it's 1027. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're speaking to Jennifer Lopez Fuller. If you are on Facebook, and you most likely are, make sure that you're a part of the Bay Area Houston Facebook group, Food Lovers, Bay Area Houston Food Lovers Facebook group. Make sure you go type that in. It'll pop up. There's a bunch of members. You can post pictures and have some fun in there.
And if you're doing so on Facebook right now, our question is, what restaurant do you want to see us do a giveaway with next? We like doing giveaway videos. We have a bunch coming up. So if there's a restaurant that you think that we should be doing giveaway videos with, where we feature some of their food and give away gift cards to you, then tag them in this post, tag them right now. We want to just connect with them and maybe try to bring you guys some gift cards or stuff like that. So if you aren't following KHEA Radio, if you're not liking our page, go and search in that search bar, KHEA Radio.
Or just like the video. That's all you got to do. We'll take care of the rest. And I do want to say, I saw that you're doing some giveaways too with the group. Can you kind of share some about that?
Yeah, I just started it. I just thought it'd be fun to do a group photo thing, give somebody some incentive to take pictures of their food,
Yeah.
share.
I thought about
So-
trying to enter, but I was like, this isn't good enough. This isn't good because I look at the pictures at the top and I'm like, oh man, the lighting. I was like, I need Kurt there. We need to like take professional photos.
Yeah, I mean, it just needs to be. It doesn't even need to have great lighting. Just a good dish that other people are going to want to eat, probably. So, and Sloppy Nick's, the deli in South Shore Harbor, donated the gift card for the contest. So
Wait, can I go like get something from like, let's say if I got some ribs and something from Texas Pit Stop Barbecue and I posted it as my own, is that still okay?
it's supposed to be from a restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah, it's your
Yeah.
own. Like, well, can you enter your own cooking though?
yeah.
Well, so after that contest was over, I polled the group and asked if they wanted to do it again and if they wanted to include home cooking, and everybody wants to do it with home cooking.
Cool. Like,
so
yeah.
I've always done restaurant photos only, just because, no sense in teasing the whole group with a dish you can't have right there in the cover. So,
True.
but I'll do it again and let people share their home cooking.
There should be like a potluck meetup or something for the group.
I'm working on that. Yeah.
Cool.
People have been wanting to do that
I
for a
saw
long time.
people even mentioning, yeah, what's coming up next? Because I saw you have like a lot of ideas. Like someone says like, hey, what about some cooking classes? Or like there's some other stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the works. There's binders and notebooks full of ideas. Is there anything that you are comfortable sharing? Like what's next for the group?
Yeah. So we've been doing cooking classes for a while now. I think we've had 4 or 5 so far.
That's cool.
So we have another one coming up, Chef of the House in League City, and a little bit closer to the date, which is at the end of this month. I'll kind of remind the group and see if anybody's interested. And they get a bit of a discount for being a member of the group, and it's exclusively for the group. So
Mhm.
everybody there will just be somebody from the group.
Cool.
I'm also building by myself a website for the group through Wix. So I'm kind
Mhm.
of dabbling in that and playing around with that, because I'd like to have a place for the members to go and just search what they want without having to sift through so many comments and
That makes sense.
posts. And so have some features and maybe have some articles that I write for Houston Press, share that time and write some for myself and my own site, and
That's cool.
get some info out there.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Everybody.
You know what? There really isn't right now. There isn't like a place, like a website that you can go to that I know of, anyways, that has a list of all of the restaurants,
Like local,
like local
us.
mom and pop shops. You know,
Right. I mean, there are some, and then, I mean, like the Scene magazine has inside of every one of their magazines a directory for restaurants, but I do find that when there's so many listed, it just gets overwhelming. So the people love the group because it's a personal experience at the restaurant, and then they can gauge at that point whether they want to visit it or not, rather than just a list of names. You know,
That makes sense. Yeah. And then you can see the picture. You can have the feedback from somebody who's, not biased. This is my first time here and this
Right.
is what I think.
right?
So that's cool. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM right now. It is 10:32. I guess we're going to take a look at the weather. Kurt's going to break it down. He's not really a real weatherman, but we appreciate what he's doing, especially with the funny weather happening. I'm sorry, Kurt. You are a real weatherman. Did that hurt your feelings?
A little bit. I'm a little hurt.
This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is the KHEA Kickstart Weather Center, brought to you by Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure with Curtsy, the Corn Casper.
It's currently 79 degrees right now in the area. Thunderstorms likely this morning. In fact, it's actually happening right now. Then the chance of scattered thunderstorms again this afternoon. 87 is your high today. Your sunset tonight is at 7:36. Your sunrise tomorrow morning is at 6:59. There is rain in the forecast for the weekend.
You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Sweet. Yeah, so we'll take a quick break and we're going to keep it going on Facebook. And it's fun. You doing
Sounds
good? You feel
yeah, yeah.
See, easy.
Oh,
You're going to have to make this a regular appearance. We'll just give you your own show.
Okay, sure.
You can come on out, talk food.
I know. I wish I could do like those cool little cooking videos that all those like blogger chicks do. With,
Yeah.
Like they're so cute. Like Joe Perez says, he needs to give me a tutorial on video splicing software. What do you call
Yeah.
that? Video editing software. But
spicing it
yeah,
up.
yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited to do more stuff with the group and then have people be more interactive.
Mary says back to the corn. Did you say corn full, Casper? I have not had corn yet.
Actually, I just said corn. I said corn this time.
Oh, it's still the cornless.
Probably full of corn. Probably full of carbs this morning.
Carbs.
I just started as Kurt Casper, and then I started calling him Curtsy Casper, and he didn't like it.
I was
And
like,
then he's-
why you call me curtsy? He goes, because like you do a curtsy to the weather. And I was like, what?
No,
It's ridiculous.
I can't expand any of the comments.
I know that for us either. That's what. Can you read some of these comments?
So
that are too long?
Yeah.
Jennifer said, Jennifer, you are doing great. You are lost in the microphone, like I said. And then Angie says, Jennifer, you are doing amazing. I am living through you. Extrovert online, introvert in person. Keep it up.
Angie posts a lot. She's she's active in the group.
Yeah. Yeah.
She has some good stuff.
Yeah.
Some Naomi says,
her.
what's cooking in Kima has tons of cool NASA memorabilia too, and killer home style German food.
German food.
They've
So,
been
like,
there. They've been there a
brats?
long time, and they closed down for a little bit. I think there was a fire, and now they're back.
So if you're just joining in, and I saw Nathan, you just joined in. What's up? We're talking about food. So we talked about like the big four food groups, I guess, for our area. What are some places that are kind of not in that group that are really good that people need to know about?
Oh, you said Nathan. I'm like, I thought you were talking to Nathan.
Oh no. Well, Nathan, you too. So like you got the four. Like what else do we
So
have?
the Neo Soul.
Neo
for
Soul.
Sure.
For me, I was like, for us to go to Pierogi Queen and it's being like Polish, that's
Right.
something I've never
Right.
really
That's-
thought to. I don't think I've ever had Polish food. He's like, you never had it? I was like, I don't think so.
What'd you think about it?
It was good. Well, I had that beet soup and then the Polish
Yeah.
pickle, and that's all I had.
Yeah.
And it was good.
See, and I'm one of those people. So I went and I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but it's not in my regular rotation because
Right.
I'm used to my usuals, which is Mexican food or
The pizza burgers.
burgers,
Yeah.
pizza,
Barbecue.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Mary said noon merch. That's like definitely something different. But I love trying. Like anytime I go out of town, I like to try and find something that's not a chain
Mhm.
and something that I'll probably never eat again in my entire life.
Right.
And that's what I love. Like just walking down the street, like before me and my wife had kids. And hopefully one day we'll get to go again and take our kids when they get old enough. We go
Yeah.
to New York and just like walk and try and stay in a different part of town and just
Mhm.
stop. And something up there is like tapas is what they call.
Right.
So it's like all the little bitty things that you get.
Mhm.
And
That's nice.
I love it. Yeah.
because you sound like me based on your barbecue preference.
Mhm.
I like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I like, I can never go to Taco Bell and just get tacos.
Yeah.
Gotta
You
it
got to
all.
get everything.
That's my fast food guilty pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I went to New York and I decided to. Nobody told me back then I wasn't that much into food, so I was in my 20s, late
Mhm.
20s. and I wanted Mexican food, so I went to a Mexican.
How was it?
Horrible, absolutely horrible,
It's different.
horrible.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was thinking, but I should have just stuck with
Yeah.
pizza.
Did
Yeah.
you ask this question? Kelly says, also tease them and tell them you're about to be involved in something that involves a lot of gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
Well, I'm meeting with Kelly for
Okay.
lunch after this. And she
Pineapples.
is going to discuss with me a little fundraiser thing that we're doing for Christmas.
Cool.
So I'm going to rally up some local restaurant owners and see if they would be interested in doing a gingerbread contest representing their restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I know so far.
Okay.
So we're going to go over the details.
Go over the details. We'd love to help
Yeah.
if we can. We
Okay.
can bring you all on to talk about it or whatever.
Sounds
We love
good.
helping, fundraising and helping good causes.
She's great with that. She
Cool.
does it every year. She knows a lot of people, and I see my grandma is watching. Hi, Grandma.
Hollywood's next.
Oh, geez. Mm-mm.
Yeah, get the camera set up.
Charities is helping too.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I'd like to do some things with the group. I reached out to Chef Mary. I was like, well, maybe I should start my own nonprofit because a lot of people in the group want to contribute.
Yes.
And I realized it was a lot of
lot of
work.
paperwork.
So I
It's a
got
lot
with
of work.
her, and she's like, just do it together. We'll do some things. She'll help me out and get the group involved in doing some things this holiday season.
We love Chef
Chris
Mary Beth.
Chris from Southern Boy said I want in on the gingerbread house.
Okay, there you go. Chris is in.
Bam.
He can do I think Kelly's idea was a shrimp shack gingerbread house.
Ooh.
Can
I
we
like
do
that.
that. Can we do a KHEA one?
Can you imagine?
You
Okay.
can do a KHEA one.
Look at all
I
the-
don't think you. Why not?
Because of our competition, like ours would be like the store-bought gingerbread from
Well,
Aldi.
then-
Like
Have
the little
some
thing.
more faith in us.
But I'll be like, oh, my kids
know,
helped.
if
My
we're gonna be-
daughter was one decorated this. Like,
If they're gonna give us the award best of the best of Galveston,
we
then-
get the worst of the worst gingerbread house though.
But-
If we
Because
have, like,
the idea
culinary-
is so people will buy raffle tickets
Oh,
for
to
these
the house.
gingerbread houses.
Wait, so would
I
people
think
raffle for the KHEA one?
Well, yes, my mom would, especially if my daughter helped.
Let's do it. Sign us up.
that's all it takes. Okay.
Sign
I'll
us
talk to
up.
Kelly after this. We are going to try Cafe Bon Appetit.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So she and I, neither one of us have been there yet.
Isn't
so.
that like I haven't been there. Is that the brunch? Is it like a breakfast place or no?
I think it's breakfast.
Yeah, cool.
And like croissants and stuff like that. I'm
That's
not
good stuff.
sure, but I'll
Yeah.
take some pictures and let everybody know
Do you want an official radio sponsor of it?
of the gingerbread.
Yeah.
Of the gingerbread
Sure.
KGA.
Yeah. So we'll sign up and we'll be the official sponsor for you guys as well.
Okay.
So then you guys can come on in and promote it and everything.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. You hear that, Kelly?
And
Just tell us what
She says, okay.
one
There is-
pineapple.
So in this little thing that we've got going on for December, there is going to be a chef division, home chef, and a kids group.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's saying, just kind of a little competition or something.
Mhm.
So like I said, we're going to talk. I'm an in-person type person,
Yeah.
like the messenger stuff. I'm like, let's meet in person. So
Makes sense.
I get out and bring my notebook.
we will go to the event, Kelly, as long as there's not pizza with pineapples on it.
That's what my house is going to be made out. It's like a house of pizza with just pineapples. It's supposed to be gingerbread.
There's only
It's
two
pizza
types of
bread.
pizza, and one is not one.
So what? Okay, let's talk pizza then.
Okay.
Where do we go for good pizza? We already talked about Dan's, but I don't think you said you had their deep dish.
Okay. So luckily we have a lot of places to get pizza from,
Mhm.
depending on what you like. There's Midnight Slice. My husband and I like to drink wine in the evenings when we're relaxing and stuff. And a lot of times, by the time we're hungry, the pizza places aren't delivering anymore.
Right.
Well, Midnight Slice will deliver until midnight during the week.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure it's 2 or 3 a.m. I think it's 2 a.m. on the weekends.
Where are they at?
They're in Seabrook.
Seabrook. Okay.
Yes, they're in Seabrook. So that's a
probably
plus.
Is that your go-to for the most part?
And I also like Mario's in
depends on
Seabrook
time.
because where I live, I have to go to who delivers there.
Yeah.
It's funny because pizza is something that I won't eat out usually.
Usually get it just delivered in.
Same with Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
That's just something I don't eat out.
Yeah.
And there's Roma Pizza in League City.
Okay.
Mario owns that place. He's a great guy, and he's always giving back to the community and
That's cool.
always reaching out to me to see if there's something that he can do.
Mario. Roma, and then he has Mario's. As you said, he has a place called
Well, no,
Roma.
he has Roma, and then a different Mario owns Mario's.
Oh, okay, and then
Roma Pizza. He's actually from Romania. I think.
Mhm.
Wait, I think so.
I
Yeah.
take back everything that I just did. Rewind.
There is no taking back.
What
It's on
just
the
happened?
internet forever.
I know.
It is what it
Including in
is.
this video, which
Yeah.
we are not live streaming on.
Yeah, you are. I'm pretty hidden though, so that's cool. I like that.
Mary said
Tucked away.
Gio's and Dickinson
Mhm.
pizza and Blanca's. Wait, Pizza Blanca is the best pizza ever. We've been. Is Gio's next to
TJ Reed's.
TJ Reed's? What's the Mexican food restaurant?
Los Ramirez.
Los Ramirez. I like Los Ramirez. I'll get their menudo,
Mhm.
and it's pretty good because it's hard to find places that serve menudo like all the time.
Have you been to Chalupa's Taqueria on NASA and Highway
Mm-mm.
3? You need to check that place out.
Man,
A lot of people in the group have been posting pictures of their menudo.
good stuff.
I'm not a fan of menudo.
Really?
What
It
is
happens. Kurt doesn't like it either.
It's tripe, right? What's in
Mhm.
there? Yeah.
It's really bad. No, it's good. It's good. The one I had was really delicious, but not something I'm going on my way to eat.
We can go on. We got 10 seconds. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
And we're having a fun time talking about food, hanging out, talking about everything local.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
I really want to go to Hubcap Grill and just have like what was it called
Sticky
again?
Monkey, I
The
believe.
Sticky Monkey with like peanut butter, banana. Ooh.
Sounds like you. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
We have a special guest in studio, Jennifer. How are you doing?
Good. I'm doing great.
Jennifer, let the people know, what is the name of your Facebook group?
Bay Area Houston Food Lovers.
All right. And why should somebody be in there? Like, who would be a good candidate to be a member of that group?
Someone who's passionate about food, never diets, doesn't care what they look like. And wants to get a good bang for their buck and wants to support local businesses. Gets tired of the chains over and over.
Mhm.
Although, they have their pluses, I guess, some of them.
Yeah.
But, somebody who's just, and more than just the food, it's kind of like a little community. I mean, we get together, we have events, we have t-shirts, we have cooking classes, lunches often where we all get together and have lunch together. So it's like a little social club too, if you want to get out and meet other people
That's cool.
that like to eat.
I like it.
So,
See that you know a lot of people. Like you said, Joe Perez, y'all went to school together,
yeah.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like the teachers of every class, knowing, looking back, like all the foodie people that came out of that class? They're like, I got Jennifer and I got Joe.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
What other foodies do you Oh, Chef Mary Bass. But she's from
Yes.
your stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to school together.
She's like a lot younger than us. She's like a decade younger.
oh, Mary. to
She's
be
a
young
little
again.
baby.
Oh,
Mary, did she ever answer?
wait, if she's a little baby,
Is she still
I'm
in
even-
Mexico?
I think so.
Is
I saw
Mary
a
still in
picture
Mexico?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's down there like just eating some authentic Mexican food, which is kind of different. We were talking Mexican food during the break, and you were giving a shout out to some Mexican places. What are some places that we need to go to? Because I have a couple that I go to, and that's it.
Okay, so depends on what you're looking for. Here again, some
Yes.
people want just hole in the wall, cheap. Let's just get in and get out type of place. They don't care if there's crumpled up sweet and low wrappers on the floor.
That's a plus.
That's just so for those kinds of places. There's Los Ramirez off El Camino. You can get a lunch special enchilada platter for like $4.99.
That's good.
I mean,
wow,
so-
that's cheap.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you want to maybe get together with your guy friends or girlfriends and have some drinks and appetizers and hang out for about an hour, I like El Tiempo. A lot of people complain that it's too expensive, but you're
I haven't been there yet.
paying for the good food
Yeah,
and you're also paying for hanging out with your friends. I mean, yeah, you could do it at Los Ramirez too. So
Yeah.
it's just a preference thing.
yeah,
It's what you're in the mood for.
yeah. I like Los Ramirez. I usually, whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant, I usually order like 3 things, and I kind of rotate, or I get them all at the same time.
Mhm.
It's if they have it on the menu, there's menudo. If they have it on the menu, it's barbacoa. And if they have it on the menu, it's tripas, which is like that tripe. And so I get them crunchy, and I put them in a taco, and that's usually what I'll do. I'll just get the tacos, or just get the soup, or like one taco and the soup.
Yeah.
That's usually what I do.
I'm an enchilada lover.
I love enchiladas too, and I feel like I'm a big meat eating person, but I feel bad because I always think the cheese enchiladas taste better than the meat ones, no matter what it is.
Yeah, especially with the chili gravy on top.
Yeah.
I want more cheese and less meat in everything.
Yeah.
Like I go to a restaurant. And I'm like, I want the chili con queso, con queso, con queso, and they're like, what? I'm like, that's how much queso I want, and they're like,
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yeah. I also like if we're talking enchiladas, like the spinach. Like the spinach and cheese enchiladas that like a lot of places do it, and it's always good no matter where you go. I love it.
Lupi Tortilla, I know it's a chain.
They're good,
They
yeah.
have a good spinach artichoke
fajitas.
enchilada.
Like Papacitos and Lupe, like their fajitas are very, very good.
So my best friend Stephanie pours melted butter all over her fajitas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I didn't try that until I had the fajitas at El Tiempo. They brought us
good.
out some, and my husband got the pork carnitas, and oh man, game changer.
So what I do whenever they bring out the melted butter, I like just dip it in. I'm like, okay, this is mine. And everybody else, you can get yours. And then I don't want to waste it because I'm like, if I pour it all over it, then some of the butter's gonna go like on the plate, on the pan. So you just like dip it in each bite, or like pour it on taco precisely because I can't waste that.
Right.
It's liquid gold.
Right.
Right. Kurt, well, you look like you don't understand what's going on.
I was lost.
Melted
He
butter.
doesn't seem like a big
on
meat
fajitas?
eater, like he said.
I'm not a big fajita guy, I guess.
When you go to a Mexican restaurant, besides the chili con queso, what do you order?
Chili con queso. I don't think I get anything else.
Just chips?
Like, no, I get like, the chips and the queso dip, and I'm dipping that, and then I might get like a chimichanga with like queso on top, and like just dripped in like soup, queso soup.
We did do a Domingo burrito. It's how big is that burrito?
2.5 pounds.
It's a 2.5 pound burrito.
3.5 pounds.
I don't know. It's big, but
Huge.
we did a food challenge with that with a restaurant in Galveston, and yeah, shout out to that Domingo burrito. It's delicious. But Kurt tried to finish it, but I think he like halfway tried.
You know, I don't think any restaurant though can ever go wrong with putting cheese on something. Like you can never have too much cheese, right? Like there's
Maybe.
never like when I go to Wendy's. If I'm going Wendy's,
He
to
likes
get,
Wendy. That's like his go-to, like burger, fast
way
food.
better than
He like-
McDonald's, way better than Whataburger, way better than all of that. I'm gonna go on a limb. Wendy's is pretty good.
He's from Nebraska. I just want to.
I can tell. Aw.
And but I'll go and I'll get like, give me the double cheeseburger, but can you add like 4 slices of cheese on top of it? And they're like, you know, it already comes with 2 slices. I'm like, I know, add 4 more. And they're like,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
You're funny with that.
You know, I wanted to mention too about the group that we have found so many cool like home cooks, I guess you can call them, that take orders like for Christmas.
That's
like
cool.
you
Yeah.
know, so for the longest time I was going to the tamale truck on 2351 and getting my previously frozen tamales, and they're good because if you want them right away you can go get them. They're there all the time, every day almost. But I learned in my group there's a girl in Dickinson, Melena, and she makes the best tamales. So people will order from her through the group.
That's
She
cool.
delivers, and there's Sean LaRue and his girlfriend Mara. They make empanadas, and he just posted them in the group I think yesterday. So you can get like some good home cooked stuff in the group that you never would have found out about unless it's just word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
all kinds of good stuff.
Kurt has a story about tamales, and I'll let him tell
I
it
don't
until
know.
I start to hear that it's a lie, and then I'll jump in. Do you want to
So-
share?
Yeah. So I'd never had tamales before,
He's from Nebraska.
and we're at a Christmas party over at Pastor's house.
This is true
Gardy brings tamales.
because he never had them.
And I was like, okay, cool. So I have it on the plate and I'm like eating around it. And Gardy comes in and goes, Kurt, you haven't even touched the tamale. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. He goes, try it. And so I picked it up and put it in my mouth.
Like a popsicle.
Gardy,
He starts chewing.
Gardy, I was like, this is gross.
Like with the husk
Yes.
on? Oh.
Yeah, he didn't peel it off.
Aw.
To me, I thought it was like a common sense, but I mean, obviously, I grew up here and have eaten tamales my whole life.
No one told me you take the husk off the tamale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
I
said
didn't tell him.
that. That's like the first thing you tell somebody, like, hey, this is how you eat it.
We were all in shock. It was
Like,
just like mouths open.
there was
like,
news
oh
helicopters
my.
like flying around, like breaking news.
Do you know you're supposed to peel shrimp before you eat them? I'm just curious.
peel? What? No, you take the tail off, right?
Yeah, and some of it you peel. It just depends on how it's
Wait,
served.
there's
But
stuff
I
that-
I could
what?
see you eating shrimp with like the legs
legs
still
and
on,
everything.
everything, the
Yeah.
shell.
I don't think I've ever had like shrimp that way before.
Man,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah.
I love
This
shrimp
is one of the
cocktail.
most embarrassing stories I've ever had. Like I was like crying, like inside my body, like, oh my gosh, this just
Aw.
happened. I was embarrassed. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost as embarrassing as being like shaken out and knocked
Yeah.
down by Dominic
MMA
Perez.
fighter, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is that embarrassing.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories. I can't wait till it's Christmas time again. So
Oh.
I'm bringing tamales straight to Kurt's
Yes.
plate.
I will never have. I
Yes.
don't think I'll ever have a tamale again. It was
You need
too
to give 'em a shot.
traumatizing.
Listen, Milena makes brisket and cheese tamales.
I've never even heard of that. That's mind blowing.
Now, see, I could probably get behind that. Maybe
they're
that's
so
how I
good.
get over the PTSD of eating the tamale wrong.
You need to. You'll love them.
Dang,
They're
tamales are
delicious.
good.
Hell yeah.
Wow. What else? What else do we got? We got going on. We got tamales. We talked menudo. We talked barbacoa. We talked enchiladas.
You just love Mexican food.
I do. That's what I was going through. I was
Someone
going
on
through
our
this with-
stream said, "Why do I see a floating taco?"
It's
in our
magic.
studio.
Pinata.
It
Okay,
is a
Kurt.
pinata.
Please don't touch my panada taco, Kurt. Please do not touch this. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now, it's 10:53. We're talking to Jennifer Lopez Fuller. She's the founder and the admin, the brains behind Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. It's a Facebook group on Facebook. Go check it out. You would fit in perfectly if you love food, taking pictures of food, looking at food, eating food, sharing food. If you love food, go check it out.
You know, one of the things that I think is really interesting, we brought it up earlier a little bit, was just the local like mom and pop shops, you know, that we have. I don't think they're like in any part of the country. I don't think there's as many as we have here in Houston. I mean, you could literally eat 365 days a year, one place new in our area, a mom and pop, and still not like have places to try.
Mhm.
I'm sure there are places, but we are very fortunate and we have a lot. And plus, they always give Houston a rap for its food. Like I know in the
Mhm.
past, it's like Houston's the fattest city. And it's like, but the way that they judge that is pretty ridiculous, but it's by food places,
Right.
like per
right.
mile. And so, hey, we are fortunate. Yeah, we do have a lot of places to eat and
Yeah.
go to different places every day if you want to. And if you can afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cooking's good. I cooked last night. And I accidentally ate my leftovers. So like I was like, oh, this is leftover. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this. So that's what happened.
That's what I do at a restaurant. I'm like, I'm going to take this to go. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it now.
This is nothing. This will just, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make me upset. What are you doing for lunch today? Do you have anything like planned out for this week or places where you're stopping?
So I'm meeting with Kelly, going to Bon Appetit, trying
Okay,
that
that's right.
place out. We'll do that. And then tomorrow, I don't have any lunch plans. Let's see, tomorrow my husband goes back to work.
Mhm.
So we usually go do lunch his last day here.
Cool.
Um,
What's
And
his
I-
favorite place to go?
oh,
Or
he
favorite
like-
kind? of
He
food?
likes, the habaneros tacos on 146.
Okay.
He likes to go there.
hmm
He loves barbecue. And he can't find a place over here that makes him as happy as Corkscrew.
Okay. And the
So
Woodlands area?
Delta's the closest.
Delta
So,
Blues is good. What do you get when you go to Delta Blues?
Brisket. I'm a brisket lover. Brisket.
You know, me too. The last time I went, I got the smoked chicken because we were doing this thing where it was like a cleanse that we were doing. And so it was fruits and vegetables. And then for the next 10 days after that, first 10 days, we was chicken. So I got
Wow.
smoked chicken. I would have never ordered it
Mhm.
going in because I would just got the brisket and it's amazing. But it was actually really, really good. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that I ordered it and now I know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've had like
I
their
think I
big
have
beef
had it on
rib.
my I have gotten a salad from there before where you can pick two meats to
Yeah.
put on there. And I got smoked turkey and smoked chicken.
See, I didn't do
So,
anything that crazy, like order a salad at Delta Blues. But
Right.
Kurt, what do you like at Delta Blues?
I love it's the deviled eggs with
Oh,
the
those are
brisket
good.
on top.
The
Pork
pork,
bre-
belly
pork belly.
bites.
Oh,
Ooh, those are really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
that I don't think I've ever had anything eating kind of close to, like, I go to get appetizers and I'm like, can you guys do this? And they're like, no.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, Delta Blue. Well, we're not Delta Blues.
because you got to put the
outta
pickled onions on there and some of the crystal, and I mean the whole shebang. And that is one of my favorite chains is the Pappas chains. I like Pappasitos, Papa Seafood, Papados, and
They have
Now
a
Delta, I
barbecue place, like a fast food barbecue place, though, don't they? Like,
they do. Not
Papa's
a huge
Barbecue.
fan of that place, the fast food one, but it's
I'm-
not. It's definitely not Delta's to go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's-
do they now do Delta Blues to go? Because
Because they
we've
weren't for
tried.
the longest
they
time.
do pickup orders now.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
agree.
We need that.
Also, the mac and cheese. Kurt would like go and just eat the macaroni and cheese because he's a big fan of cheese.
It's good. I like. The
I'm
mac
like,
and
can I
cheese.
order just the mac and cheese
Minus
and,
the
and, like take
crackers.
it? No,
I don't like
crackers.
the crackers.
You like
Crackers.
the crunch, Kurt?
I like the crunch.
I don't like them.
I wish it was a little bit more crunchier.
Mhm.
Like give me the cracker and I'll like sprinkle it on, or I'll use the cracker to dip into because I like mac and cheese like cracker sandwiches.
Mhm.
You know, like put the mac and cheese between two crackers and then eat it.
Mhm.
So Scott, he mentioned Penny's, Tex-Mex, and Galveston. Great brisket.
Mhm.
Is that what you get when you go there?
I haven't been there yet, but he ate there.
Okay, so Joe did a spotlight on him, and I saw Chef
Mhm.
Mary Bass. She had went with her family.
Yeah.
And did some stuff there too. But man, we haven't been either.
There's a lot of good
I
barbecue.
heard it was really good.
Okay, so we've been talking now for over an hour.
Okay.
Out of everything that we've kind of talked about, what would you describe if you had like a specific food group or like a specific food type for describing Houston in this area, like this Bay Area? What would you classify? Because we were trying to pick earlier, like pizza or barbecue or stuff. There's just
like
what
what's the one that
defines-
reigns supreme?
Yeah, what reigns supreme in this area? It's hard.
The one.
You know, like if everyone in this area had to pick one food to eat the rest of their lives
Like-
over here, is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to say?
maybe.
vote.
Yeah.
What's the
Who would
overall
win the vote?
favorite?
Yeah.
The restaurant or the type of food?
Type of
Type.
food. Let's start with type, and
I
then
have
we'll
to say probably burgers.
really.
I think burgers.
That's it. We didn't
Probably.
even say burgers. We were like pizza. We were
No, we did say burgers. We forgot pizza is the one.
oh okay.
I mean, there's a lot of burger places. I mean, I don't know.
Tough.
Mexican too.
I was probably gonna say Mexican food.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, now because we still got like maybe a couple more minutes. Well, we got like one more minute.
Hey, Cheryl, shout out to Cheryl Chapman. She said starving on our Facebook stream, and guess what?
Yes, we are too.
I am too.
What is the one place that if people had a place to go to lunch today, where would you tell them to go? I.e. the best right now. One. Can you do one?
Make sure they're prepared
Depends
to
on what
handle
they're
the
in the mood
rush.
for. Okay. No.
I was gonna say, Kurt, if there was one
Go to
food
Neo
item-
Soul.
Neo Soul. Sweet.
There it is. Neo Soul, the winner.
In
Kurt-
Nassau Bay.
You probably have the sticky monkey burger stuck in your head. From
I do.
Hubcap,
I'm
huh?
going to Hubcap Grill after everything that we've seen.
I'm thinking barbecue.
Now,
I don't know.
Y'all take a video, put it in the group.
We will. We will.
We will definitely do that.
It's 11 o'clock. This has been Kickstart on KHEARadio.com and 99.5 FM. We're on every weekday, 8:30 to 11. If you haven't had the opportunity yet, go ahead and share this video out. Hit the like button, hit the love button, give us a react, even if it's a sad face. We just like the
It's
reacts.
a sad face because we're almost done with our show.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back. We have another fun show. Who do we got coming in?
Tomorrow we're going to be talking with the Dancing of the Stars, the Bay Area.
Manish is he's dancing.
I
We
saw that.
Yeah, so we'll be talking with them. I think I'm going to wear my hot dog suit.
I'm
and
wearing
see
a
if I
suit
can
tomorrow.
Get in.
I'm wearing a suit tomorrow, and I'm going to be like, look how I'm dressed, and
Try to
we're
get
made for
in.
this.
Is it too late to get Dancing with the Stars?
think it's-
KHEA in there.
It's too late, but if you look the part, that's part of it.
Part of it. We'll
Yeah.
just be like, oh, someone's ankle broke.
Yeah.
And then also at 10 o'clock, we have Art of Coffee coming in. They're going to be opening up a new coffee shop in downtown Lamarck.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the Dancing with the Stars stuff, my wife was like, no, what you do is you wear like a white button-up shirt, like halfway unbuttoned, and like the black pants, and I don't know, because that's what she thought of whenever she thought of like a dancer
like
that's on there.
Enrique Iglesias,
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Ricky
like, okay,
Martin.
it's either that or a suit. I don't know. So it's a mystery. Tune in tomorrow to find out.
Will the hot dog suit make an appearance?
Oh, it got cleaned. It's at Pilgrim's Cleaners in Lamarck. We need to go pick it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome back anytime.
Welcome to the group.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Torn Wells on KHEARadio.com and 99.5 FM. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30. We're going to have a fun time.
All right. Bye, guys. We
Bye,
love
Facebook.
you.
Bye, YouTube.
See you tomorrow. Yeah, come check out Art of Coffee. Will be in tomorrow.
Bye, podcast. Y'all have a good day. Art of Coffee.
You might.
Great guys.